next week, could he join, taking over one of the AIs or something?
No, that's a good question.
Spare slot, it probably work better. Taking over the AI might not work 100%. But like if you had like a spare,
but he could take over a spare spot.
Yeah, so like if you left like a spot for him, like then it would work.
Okay. I went ahead and started.
Here we go.
Get that out of the way. Really been liking this so far.
Yeah.
Especially for an early access game. Not sure. I haven't been able to keep up on the forums or just found the Discord last week, so I've got to go back through and see what the kind of roadmap you might have out there. But it's been fairly solid.
Oh wow, that loaded a lot quicker than the last patch. This patch seems to have. Oh well, we've got 5 stars.
Did I go with the Soul system? I did. Okay.
Wow, so it's a small system. That's good.
What difficulty did you put on?
Normal. Ooh, I didn't even think about changing my color either. I'm red. I used to be red. Okay, no problem.
We fixed the scaling issues though this patch.
Yes, saw that.
But I did like the. we had a bit of a laugh with those big texts on above the players' names. We had a bit of a laugh on that one. So which one are we going for? Go for one of those.
Do you have any plans for late game for kind of disasters or more troublesome routes? If you play a game like this on a stellar interplanetary or planetary basis, railroad tycoon and things, you have like mountains and things to tunnel through. In space, obviously, that's a bit harder, but things like gravity wells or black holes, do you have any plans for something like that for like mid-late game?
Yeah, I've a few things planned for more late game content stuff.
Now I'm excited.
Yeah, probably don't want to promise too much because
Understand.
But if you can think of something exciting, then yeah, we've also thought of something exciting. So
I was thinking last night about things you could do to simulate like I said, for a land-based, like a railroad tycoon. You have mountains and things like that. Hard to do in space, but things like gravity wells or black holes, binary star systems, maybe.
We have one of the things that was sitting on the roadmap was like actual player like spaceports.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe
orbiting planets.
Not necessarily orbiting planets, but just like somewhere that you stuck out in the middle of nowhere that was you could use as like a transportation hub sort of thing.
Yeah, fuel stations and things. Cool.
Yeah, asteroids and other celestial bodies and stuff. Yeah.
Excuse the noise in the background as well. The little one's awake again. It's always on a Sunday.
It's fine. Me and Mike try and have our Skype conferences, but the only times that suit are whenever his kids are crashing around in the back as well. So it's I'm used to it. It's fine.
Oh dear. I mean, I know I'm streaming this now, but it also goes up on YouTube, so it's a double
I'm
whammy.
actually streaming as well.
Hey. Now oh dear. He just noticed I'm here and now he's smiling at me.
All the planes, you just let it launch them. full 8 players, this might get a bit tight.
Hmm.
Let's see.
Look at my ships. I'm sure I can afford them. Can I clone that? Yes, I can. Hey, more money, please. I do like the idea of where you can see the other players, where they're looking, and it's like,
Yeah. Some people said it they didn't like it because it was like you could see where the other person was. So if someone was trying to do something sneaky,
yeah.
then, it sort of spoiled their plans. They were looking at a plan.
Maybe something you could do in ranked. I notice you have a ranked multiplayer. Maybe in ranked multiplayer, turn that off. Default. Oh, I got somebody at the door. I'll be back.
That's a good strong doorbell he's got. But no, progress so far has been pretty good. And was it that the patch that came out this morning for me, I think, or today?
I put it out yesterday, sort of about 6:30ish our time.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it just would have been early hours this morning for me.
patch. Yep. Yeah, just sort of a quick patch. Put out a few bug fixes that we've been working on during the week, but we're sort of working on sort of more longer term project things that are
Yeah.
still sort of a bit under R&D. So. But yeah, if you look at there's, I think Mike's put up a roadmap post on the game forums about stuff that's all coming in the future. But,
Yeah.
and there's stuff on Discord people have suggested. But
It's getting it all done though, isn't it?
yeah, things need done and getting them done in a order. But yeah, so the main thing I was working on recently was the map modes. I put that in.
I like the map modes.
You get off my headphones, child. Yeah, you can smile at me.
Map modes came out, what, 2 patches ago, if I recall?
Yep.
See-
Right in 2.0.
I came in 2.2, didn't I? Because you donated it to me, Castinar, which was very nice of you. Because I was kind of umming and ahhing, and it's like, it's just something different instead of Factorious. So it's we like our strategy style games, and
Yeah.
this is a big difference to Transport Tycoon, which is old and not many people seem to watch it live, if that makes sense. But I've had a few people come in and asking if this is any good, and we actually got one person to buy it 2 weeks ago.
Couple of people said they did.
Yeah, Spodeman Spodey was one of the guys who bought it.
That's one thing I like about streaming, especially these the small publishers, the independent publishers. I started with Factorio and the niche. I call them niche games, kind of like Europa Universalis is a big strategy game that I've been playing for years, and people pop in and it's advertising for the developers.
Yeah, definitely. Excuse me. Have you been eating chocolate, little man? Have you been eating chocolate? I think you have.
I need another ship, I think.
Oh, talking about another ship, thank you. Oh, no, not new
You
views.
seem to be leading on the income at the moment.
Should have done a non-soul start, because we've done a soul start or solar system start a couple times now.
Oh dear.
Non-soul starts can be a bit draw. Like you can get a really one that's like a serious non-starter, like it's almost impossible to turn a profit. Or you can get one that's like a really good one and you'll like bucket loads of profit. So really look at the draw sort of stuff for that.
I do like your name. 434 Transport. Oh, I'm close behind you in profits. My income's terrible. I don't like my income.
Yeah.
My expenses even. Oh, Castinar's brought up with my expenses. And cash on hand.
Did I see something in one of the patch notes that there's going to be actual pop-ups rather than these message logs up here for like important things?
Pop-ups.
Pop-up, like a pop-up message window for some of the more important messages. I don't remember what I saw in the last patch.
You should be able to click on them now, and it'll drop you to where it is.
Yeah, but just like if something important happens, I don't always catch those message log items. And if something really important happens, like I don't know, ship breakdown or something like that, I don't think that does pop up a message log. But I'd like to have something for really important events pop up to catch my attention rather than just go to that message log, little pop-up window.
Yeah. So that wasn't actually planned, but I like it, and I think probably gonna add that now that you've said it. But yeah, so this week I added that. Click on the things, and
That's what
probably still do is to actually filter them by like different events. So you could filter them like so you could actually see. I don't know, filter by subsidies. See what subsidies are filtered by, like planet events, or just so you can sort them. But yeah, the important one will probably maybe flag them up somewhere. I think that's a good shout for a feature.
One of the games I mentioned earlier, Europa Universalis. Now, granted, they've had years and years and years of development, but one of the things they do with their messages is they have the message log like you do. They have a pop-up message, and you can configure what you want to in an option. You can configure what you want to pop up as a window and what just goes into the message log. That might be a little bit more difficult, but like I said, those message logs sometimes just go by so quick, and I don't keep it open because of screen space. I don't always keep it open, so I miss things sometimes. But it would be nice if something important, famines and things like that, popped up in a window so it would catch your attention.
I'll just notice now that Luna isn't 100% developed.
Nope. Luna never is 100%
I was going to say, yeah, no, it always starts out low developed.
Oh, right. Is that because we just develop it that quickly?
In our last game, we happened to have a lot of machinery available.
Ah, yeah.
It's all based on machinery.
Yep. I'm not really transporting much machinery.
We don't have we have a bunch available on Earth, and we're actually making a little. But where's our rare materials coming from Luna? I presume. Yeah, a little bit coming from Luna.
The little question I've got, even though I haven't got any going on these ships over to Mars at the moment, you've got the 3 types of passengers, which is obvious. What are the 3 others? Because you can see them, but it doesn't tell you what they are.
Well, the 4th one is refugees, I think.
Right. And
So you've got first, second. No, you've got 3 different types of like seating on the plane. But that doesn't really have much of an effect right now. But yeah, you have your colonist passengers, your business passengers, and your tourist passengers. So like your colonist passengers will only ever go like to it. They'll want to go to a new colony and they'll stay there. Whereas business passengers, they'll be going backwards and forwards between 2 like populated planets, and they'll be like as soon as they pop there, they'll want to pop back pretty quickly, and they'll probably be looking to pay a bit more. Whereas tourists, they'll probably go to they'll only go to like a nice planet. They'll not go to like a horrible rocky planet. But then they'll maybe stay a bit longer and then come back again.
So basically, the ones that are very uninhabitable, they won't go.
Yeah, but the business, but like if there's a lot of mining and stuff, then you might get more business traffic and stuff.
Right. So a bit like Mercury is good for raw materials. So if you set that up just for raw materials, you get businessmen over there. Ah.
Another thing maybe to consider is I found it's only a couple sessions ago I found the little colonist, the passenger um, section on the bottom of the planetary windows, and you actually hover over them and they tell you where they are. If you something to differentiate them a little bit more, color code maybe for I don't know.
Yeah,
It would be hard
a
to do.
complete redesign of that sort of
Yeah.
bottom panel is in the works. Like it's like really not good. That
Mhm.
passenger thing, like yeah.
I found. I mean, I was ecstatic when I found it because then I could actually plan. I launched. I don't know how many rockets I launched, passenger rockets to a new planet, only to realize 3 of the 5 were empty because there weren't enough colonists to wanting to go to that particular planet. But have the ship. No. Okay, they're off running.
Who is doing? The profits have jumped back up again. Expenses seem to be spending the most.
Well, I'm
Oh.
better than the computers at net worth, at least.
Yep,
Well, all 3 of us are.
Yeah.
yep.
But the computer.
Normal AI. Yeah, it's probably still a bit. I sort of nerfed it a while ago because like people were starting, and then it was like it was being a bit. They're still a bit difficult, but then I buffed Unfair AI, and through the last sort of YouTube videos I watched of someone doing it, and they couldn't beat the Unfair AI, they went back to normal. So.
I don't know if this has any bearing, and of course it was a couple patches ago, but one thing I noticed early on, when I put the AI on easy, they tended to spend their money in a lot of weird places, like colonies early and gates that they build up but weren't using, and it's like they were always out of cash. And then on normal AI, they seem to be a little bit more concentrated on 1 or 2 planets. I don't know if that's part of the AI design, or again, it could have been just the patch.
It's probably just there's been a lot of changes in the AI.
No problem, Fade.
It depends on the patch. But
And welcome. Sorry. I've just realised what the player icons are. They're space helmets. I've just realised what they were. I used to think the underneath was like the camera looking down, but now just taking a close look at it, and it's definitely a space mask.
do you want to know that? Can you guess the story behind the space helmets?
No, interested to hear it though.
We designed it for like VR.
Oh,
So it was like if you're playing in VR multiplayer, like you'd see the person's head floating around, and then like their hands and stuff, and you'd see their interactions and stuff.
mm-hmm.
So you can see their arms reaching out for a planet. That'd be quite freaky,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, 'cause we had this we did a VR game before this one, World VR competition. We launched it like for the 2016 Summer Olympics. It's like a fun sort of mini sports sort of game. It was sort of a bit like Wii Sports. It was like you can it's like local party mode. So like you can get your friends over and you can just have a competition. So fun. But we were going to do multiplayer for it, but then it was like it didn't really fit the sort of style of the game we ended up going for. So we sort of all the multiplayer stuff we sort of didn't really put in, but then we still had all the net code and stuff. So a lot of it was used in this, just like the player movement and stuff. So
Cool. I saw you have this is your 3rd game, right? If I remember the your website.
yeah, this is the 2nd published. Our very first game, Factions, we never got completed, but it was would have been something a bit similar to Ark, or what's that new one, Conan Exiles, something similar to that sort of thing. But it was just too big a project for a 2-man team. So
Yeah.
and then VR headsets came along, and we were like, oh, we want to make a VR game. Yes, let's make a VR game, and we made a VR game. And then we came up with this idea, and we made this one. But yeah, we still have like a few other prototypes floating around, other games. But yeah,
This one seems to have got the most feedback, I take it.
Yeah, the other real World VR competition one, I think. Yeah, we didn't really do much marketing for it. We just sort of thought, oh, we'll put it on Steam and everyone will see it. But yeah, you have to do a serious amount of marketing just for anyone to actually like notice it.
Yeah. And for a two-man team, you've done a really good job so far, you know, because it's a lot of work just to get something like this set up.
So big, but
Yeah, just getting the orbital mechanics of a solar system set up is.
Now I know that Pluto is no longer classed as a planet, but is there any? Would there be any plans on adding just planetoids?
It would be possible to add like a Pluto, but I was going to use that as my test bed for adding planet modding. Like, my next sort of biggest project I want to sort of get started. I already have it kind of started, but it's like mod supports. Like people can like add their own like custom ships and own custom planets, and using like not like a complicated set, but like our in-game editors. So like you can. Like we sort of have a couple of packages of like ship parts, and so you just literally from menu go into like mod and then create a ship, and you can just go and drag some ship parts around like you would in Kerbal Space Program, but probably not as great an editor as Kerbal Space Program, but something simple, and you can make yourself your own ship, and you can put the specs together and then load it into the game or share it to the Steam Workshop, and then the same for planets, because the actual like sort of planet, I don't know, shader I guess you'd call it, it's like it's an asset off the asset store. So the actual Earth itself, I made that one myself. I sort of just went and got like sort of big images off online and Photoshop them together, because it's like a few different like texture layers to make it up. There's like an ocean layer and a height map and a thing, and you put it together. But
You
so
can't
like
even tell
you could.
it's been, it looks like you've just not even taken it off Google. It just looks like you've drawn it all in. That'll take forever though, I suppose. But how did you manage to get the lights? Sorry.
Yeah, the lights are just another layer. It's a fancy shader that just does all the, you stick all the textures on, and it layers them, and like it works. It calculates out what layer to show them over. So whenever it goes onto the dark side, it shades it and puts in the light map. It's very cool shader. But no, we didn't make a shader because like, that would just take ages to do, and we're not graphics people. We're just programmers.
Yeah, that was always my problem. Is I've got a degree in programming. I spent 25 years in the Air Force, most of it not involved in coding. It's like I always wanted, get involved in projects but it's like I've got no graphics ability. I've got decent ability in coding, or at least I used to. My degree is back in Pascal and Fortran and C++ and a little bit of Java. Oh, we got a colony on Venus.
That was me that bought it.
Oh. You had 300,000? Oh. Quick.
I'll let you deal with that. I'm going to stick with Mars. Until I can get out to Europa, at least.
Yeah, I'm going after Titan when I can. I love Titan for the dilithium.
I like Europa for the dilithium and the fact that it's a hell of a lot closer than Titan.
Yeah, true. This is Route 3. Why have I got a Route 3? I didn't know I had a Route 3. I've got a Route 3, that's it. There was no name. It's just Route 3.
I guess I should spend more money. I've got more cash on hand than anybody. Oh, my net worth jumped above somebody.
Oops.
Let's see.
Oh no, I can't do that.
I haven't been really paying attention to how much money I'm making on these routes.
No.
Let's take a look. First of all, I'm probably missing something there.
I've kind of gone for a risky approach to get Venus, but it's probably not gonna go very well. I'm probably gonna lose a lot of money.
Yeah, there's a lot of different strategies. You can do something like that where short term you're losing money, but long term, if you get that planetary company reputation up on the planet, it can be very significant. I found.
Because I've been playing.
Why I try to concentrate on one or two places at a time early.
Yeah. Once you've got Mars up and running, that's one of the good ones. I mean, it doesn't quite feed itself, which is. So you always have to keep that little bit of food.
See, Mars, it probably could if you didn't spam it with people, because if you look at Mars has nearly 60% habitability. So if you were just to push up the development on Mars, it could probably feed itself. But it's whenever you then dump a load of population, if you overpopulate it, then it can't feed itself.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
why
like
I don't have any population going up there right now.
I have a little bit, literally a little bit. 15 people, that's it. Although, how many? What's the population for one civ on this? I'll call him a civ because.
I think each colonist is something like 10,000 pop or something like that. I actually was looking at that in one of my games. I forget exactly what I worked out, but I think it's something like 10,000 per pop per colonist that you send out.
yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the number is either.
I have to look again at one of my runs because I was actually watching that, and it's an even number. I remember that. 10,000,
You
100,000.
cheeky
I don't think it was
whiskers.
100,000.
Yep.
Cheeky. I'll just send rockets there then.
Going for the early monopoly.
Yeah, because you want to try and get it's Venus has all the rare resources really drive the development of the system.
But you need the machinery for Any plans on more goods?
Yep, more cargo types, more maybe. I think once we have more cargo types, we might reshuffle the groupings a bit. I think.
How about more complex chains? Like right now, it's all one-to-one. Rare earth to machinery, raw goods to consumer goods. Something like a rare earth plus a raw good to make something, maybe. Or
I think the lithium fuel is like 8 water to 1 crystal.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
But like that's more production and stuff. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, they don't need food.
How long have you been developing this game? A couple, 2-3 years, maybe?
No, like a
Not
year.
even a year?
Yep. Last October.
Unity helps things out tremendously, I imagine.
Yeah.
I've never really
assets. Yep. Like a few of the surface models are by our modelers, but and a few of the ships, but just you can never. Yeah, we just don't have the team to be able to do everything. So speeding things up, assets to like the Earth or the planets was an asset. Some of the UI, some of the stuff where assets just sort of speed things up.
It looks like you're headbutting the planets every time you click on one. I'm just watching these headbutting heads go down.
How are your guys sort of net sync, ship movement and planet movement and stuff?
Really good, really smooth.
Yeah.
Now I do have a high-end computer, fairly high-end computer, and
Also
high-end
hosting.
connection.
Mine's not exactly high end.
the host sort of, it looks like if they're playing single player. It's the two remotes that see weird things sometimes. But I'm actually, what am I sitting on? Like a 150 ping, and it's a bit jumpy, but
Yeah.
very playable.
Yeah, Keithy's jumping between 150 and 210 or so. There was a 300, but even 300 is not that bad for something like this.
This is on like local hosting stuff. I was doing some R&D on like how feasible it would be to like do dedicated servers, and like because at the minute it's just sort of like Steam, like peer-to-peer, like lobby system. I was just sort of wrapping my head around how they do like the dedicated servers. But for a game like this, where it's like a massive simulation, it's probably not very feasible to host it off a server. Like it would have to be. And also we've designed it so it's like the host player is the host, so it would be a kind of a massive rework of multiplayer to get it to work. But for our maybe for one of our next games, but like this is me talking like years down the line. We still have to finish this game.
I have no problem having plans for the future.
Yeah, we're still planning sort of a year sort of developing this to then go into full launch, and then a few patches after full launch as well.
Normally a few patches after
it's on roadmap.
The patches after is normally hot fixes and the odd little bug that might escape.
Yep. Rogues list is rogues list is reasonable at the minute. We sort of squished a few of the bigger ones. Got introduced with the new stuff, and the ship screen was a bit of a awkward one. But yeah,
it's getting better.
Yeah, if there is,
UI elements. In my experience, limited experience granted, but UI elements are always a bit more difficult because of resolution issues and legibility and resizing, all that type of stuff can cause problems. These let me see, I haven't tried, these aren't resizable windows, so these are just modal windows.
Has Earth run out of machines? It certainly has.
Yep.
I actually got this time.
I'm completely broke.
I'm not quite broke yet. I could end up being
cash
broke.
on hand. Yeah, I need to spend my money obviously because I still have money.
Do you want to be like really kind and buy us a raw resource mine on the moon?
I don't have that much money. If I remember correctly, it takes 350 or something like that.
280.
Yeah, I don't have quite that much. I'm half that right now. But part of the reason for that is my net worth. Well, I'm still second in net worth. I wonder how that happened. Somebody's been taking some empty ships somewhere, evidently.
Yeah, I think some of mine have been a bit empty for some bizarre reason.
Now, I've been playing around with the loans a little bit. Oh, it's changed. I get a 109-month loan now.
Oh.
But how much? Oh, 45,000 now. What about the line of credit?
Oh, let's have a look at these other systems.
The line of credit isn't very useful. Odd.
Line of credit's like
Ooh,
if you're hovering around 0, and then you go into minus, it sort of lets you. It's like an overdraft sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like because otherwise, if you can't repay a loan, or if you can't repay, then it sort of it'll start freezing you up. So it's like if you can't buy fuel, then your ships will just stop.
That is an amazing planet.
Yeah, I had that happen once.
Right, I'm looking in a different system right now. Swallokin, however you pronounce the bleeding thing. And there's it's got habitability 27.42, water 28.23, raw materials 10.10, rare resources 72.15, and dilithium is 68.28. That's a very overpowered planet.
Oh, yes, it is.
Very overpowered.
Yeah, the habitability keeps it not quite so useful. I mean, great rare resources. And now, is maximum obtainable? Like, for instance, your rare resources is 72%. Is population? I know development has an effect on how much of a rare resource you can mine per time period, but does population also have a fact in that?
Yeah, population and development have effect sort of
So both of them
on
have.
everything. Yeah,
Okay.
and then factories affect the ones where there's factories for them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, population and development are the two main increasers of consumption. But like when as you're trying to increase production, also then you're obviously going to have consumption as well. So it's kind
Right.
of a react.
I've never actually started using dilithium yet. That is a terrible planet. 6%, 9%, 11.5, 11.9%. That is horrible. I'm not going there.
Yeah, we have. Oh, that's Luna.
I'm just seeing what resources we've got around.
Hey, we've got
different
more
planets.
people on Earth now wanting to move.
Yay!
Mine.
Mars, Mercury. Mercury?
Wow,
Did I
that's a
miss
huge
something?
planet. Yeah, that's
New colony started on Mercury.
Hmm.
that's a very weird thing because there's a planet in a gas giant. Just about. It looks like the
Oh.
joint at the hip.
That's cool. Sweet.
That's actually pretty cool the way that's lined up. Obviously, the big planet's going to move a little bit quicker, so it goes through it every now and again. It gets absorbed by a gas giant. We'll just call it the absorbed planet.
Oh, I see.
I can't even change
Yeah.
the name. Will we be able to change planet names at some point?
Yep, that's something. You'll also be able to mod in modding. You'll be able to name your planet. Yeah, eventually
Yes.
with modding, you should be able to do most things like. But yeah,
94.26 raw materials availability. Wow, that's huge. And rare resources 71.6.
you probably won't be able to rename like soul and stuff, and you're probably gonna have to, especially for multiplayer, you're gonna have to balance it. Like it was gonna have to be you were gonna have to colonize it to name it.
Yeah.
Has to be somewhat reasonable.
Oh, I've got money while I've been talking and doing all that.
Hello, welcome to the channel.
Oh, these are starting to go full again now, that's good. Yay, full. Right. See, Mars is okay, it's just not the best planet, really. It's one of those which is do I or don't I? Well, it does need more people there. Food, it's not really requiring much food, or doesn't want. I can't click that properly. What was it? Businessmen. No, it doesn't want business, but it wants colonists, tourists. That was another one. So you got colonists, tourists, businessmen, and first class. Or was tourists the first class one? I'm trying to think now.
It's time to.
No, that says first class seating. That's coach class seating. So it's coach class for tourists and.
Nah, they all sort of just go to their whichever one they want. It doesn't really have much effect on it.
Yeah, when it's got effect.
Planned.
When it's
Yeah,
got
whenever it's got effect, it's gonna. The passengers will probably. They'll have their. Actually, I think it might have some effect. Like if there was a lot of passengers, and if there was a lot of ships waiting, whichever one they pick is whatever one is most likely to meet their needs, sort of thing.
Now, does speed for things like passengers, does speed of travel, i.e., if I can get somebody from Earth to Mars in 10 days versus somebody else in 20 days, based on the ships that I've chosen, does that have an effect on their choice or price or anything?
Yes, the in transit time. Whenever if it the longer some cargo is in flight, it has more higher maintenance cost.
You've
Yeah.
got a broken down ship.
But
there,
yeah, I was wondering for passengers in particular, would they choose my company over another company? if my
Passengers don't
Okay.
really have any concept of how long it's going to take. But
No, I have to laugh at the design of the maintenance ship. If you looked it in 2D view, you'll get my meaning.
yep,
Was that intentional?
maybe.
That's brilliant. Oh, it's going through the sun. Yay!
No, he's using it as a slingshot. Come on.
Hot sauce.
Oh wait, that's time travel.
Yeah, you're thinking too much Star Trek.
Going to my ship that put down. Yay! I'm not very sure it was. I should probably put like a.
Oh, Mercury's got a spaceport on it now.
I presume that was an AI that did that. I don't know. I haven't seen.
Must have been. I'm just saving up some money at the moment because.
It's either. So there's like Mike's recept. So either players can colonize. So I colonized Venus.
Mm-hmm.
My right phone step right. Or the actual Earth government can do it, and eventually.
Okay.
So eventually, whenever there's we have politics, have you seen Expanse, like the TV series?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's there's Earth, and then there's Mars, and there's a bit of a conflict there. And it's
Yep.
sort of Mars eventually had its independence. Yeah.
You also have the Belters, right? That's the one with the belt.
Yeah, that one. So, well, we haven't really got asteroid belts, so probably won't have Belters, but yeah, so
the series that I was thinking. Yeah.
yeah, so in the politics patch, which is a long way off, but eventually, it's so each Earth, so the Earth government will then start colonizing planets and stuff. But then once the colonies get to a point, they will then declare their independence and they'll become their own state, and they'll colonize other planets around them. And then, if depending on events, there might eventually be a conflict. And of course, if there's conflict, then you have to transport weapons, and there might be all sorts of other political things, like if you can't trade with one person, if you can't trade with this person, sort of thing.
Nukes.
But,
Well, that was in space fiction. Nuclear missiles are a primary weapon for a lot of. Did you ever watch or play my that Aurora 4X game, Keithy?
The
Aurora, yeah. I know I've streamed it once or twice, and there's a lot of streams. It's a free.
Oh, that one, yeah. No, I've not got it. And...
Missiles are king in that game right now until the new redesign coming out.
Oh, who's floating? Why are my ships floating? I've got 2 bloody gates open.
You probably don't have enough gates.
No, I don't know.
There's someone sitting at each of your gates.
Yeah, you've got like 15 ships. It looks like so.
No, because some of them. Well, yeah, probably. But the computer looks like the computer's got the same colour as me, which. Yeah.
No.
If you look up there's a rocket.
Oh yeah, European Space Lines is a very similar color. It does look like the same color. They only have 1 gate. You have 2 gates.
Yeah.
That's probably something that needs to be
What the?
fixed in the setup. AI and a live player having the same color.
Yeah.
So
Do they have the same color?
ships as I thought. Yeah. If you looked at Earth, you can see a gate for 2 gates for Keith, and then up in the northwest quadrant, gate 2 European space lanes appears to be the same
Two of
color.
the same color. Sweet. I haven't seen that before, actually.
I haven't either,
No.
and I didn't see it. I didn't catch it in the setup either.
I did change colour, but I thought that it bypassed.
It already
That's
taken
cool.
colors.
So
It should do that.
What you done to the hotfix?
I'm looking at the ships now. So far, all of the ships I see
All the ones going to Mars are mine.
are yours.
Whereas
Yeah,
this
there's
one-
a bracket going to Neptune that's his. To where? No, it's a Neptune rocket. I was going to say going to Neptune. Whoa,
That's a
that's
distance.
ambitious.
I was going to say that's very ambitious.
Okay,
I'm.
let's see. How's my
Oh,
money?
spaceport on
I
Mercury's
still
been
can't
upgraded again. Quick, buy one, quick. Oh, you.
Yes.
Oh, you little. You thieving whisker.
Ninja.
That's not on. That is just not cricket. I just clicked on buy on one of them. It says you can't buy this. Somebody else bought it. I was like,
Ninja.
oh well, I'll just.
Ganymede is not worth. Although
Oh,
Ganymede
it's
has water.
after Ganymede again. Yeah, Ganymede's quite. It's an okay one to get hold of. I think I had it once, Ganymede, but I want to go to Titan because I like Titan. There we are. It's not very habitable, but the water's good. Raw materials is good, and the dilithium is extremely high, almost 100%. But you've got to obviously produce the planet first. You've got to get its development level up quite high for it to even start producing anything good.
Mhm.
I think on one of my single player games I had 2 dilithium mines and 2 dilithium factories, and they were evening each other out. You know, it was 1-to-1 apart from the water, so I had to send more water over. But even when it was like 5 or 6% developed, it was still producing quite a bit of dilithium.
Okay.
I don't think it was this patch, but you can sort of turn competitor icons and competitor ship models off via the ship screen.
Yeah,
If you
yep,
Yeah,
can do that.
that was. I think I did that on the last patch as well. It helps. It helps my computer with its measly 8 gig of RAM.
I've just done that because there's just like loads of things flying around.
I don't do it to my own. I can see
Just
mine
loads of things
floating
flying around. And I was just like, oh, I can't see. I need to see. What are we doing?
See, I don't see the point of turning off the competitor ship icons, because then how do you know what they're going after? No, you know, that's an option. It's like
I would like. I don't mind seeing the ships because, well, you've got radar and LiDAR and all that type of sensors, so you can see ships, but maybe not see what they're carrying.
yeah. Yeah, unless you have a.
And you can also turn people's competitors' routes off from the route screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just got sick and tired of seeing all your stuff. So I've just
Thanks.
turned all your stuff off.
Thanks.
Focus on the route stuff.
See, I like seeing a populated space, so I generally leave that stuff on.
I suppose late game when it starts getting more intense, and if you're starting to get some slowdown, maybe turning it off
Right.
is a good idea.
In late game, you're probably spending more time in different systems, so
Yeah.
There's just a lot to process late game. There's like so many ships moving around.
Yeah.
Hopefully, whenever Unity's C# job system comes out, and we can like multi-thread all the sort of more longer running calculations and all the movements, and we will just have performance for days, and
Yeah.
rather than at the we had to turn down the amount of like the max galaxies because it's just you just couldn't cope, like trying to move all these objects and trying to calculate them, and even just the RAM trying to store all this stuff.
Yeah, I think when I tried putting it on my first game, I thought, oh, let's whack everything up. Yeah, that was a bad idea. 20 minutes loading, and it still didn't do anything.
I was able to load a max size 100 max star system fairly easily, but I didn't play it all that much, and we couldn't do it in the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And it might just have been a loading time issue, but again, in a multiplayer, you don't want to wait that long for loading. I said, getting modeling multiple, one solar system with all its planetary bodies, moons and everything is fairly complex. Doing it for a couple, 1,000 star systems, that would take some time unless you find a way to do snapshots and only have to update them when somebody enters a system, update them with the latest projections. Aurora does that, but it's a database driven program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is more
database.
Yeah. I need to learn C#.
C# is just awesome. C# is life.
I
got my eye on you, Whiskers.
ordered my book on it, so I'm going to start learning it. Just like I said, at this point, it's more for something new. I don't do any active programming really. I'm more into going into code and finding problems and repairing it. I've done that quite a bit even since I retired, but I haven't done anything with some of these new programs.
Well, if I
Large security station.
Oh, gotta do it. Luna, where are you? Oh, you've got one. Who bought the resource mine on Luna?
Oh, my net worth has dropped.
There's probably already a local government, so yeah, there's probably one. There's probably one already there from the start. I think it starts with one. But we probably need a second one. A resource mine on Luna, sort of start. I think.
I've got one, not to worry.
Yeah, I don't have the money. I spent half of my money, so I'm down to 80,000.
They've got the right bloody one. Rare resource. Yeah, that's right. So you've got Machine Factory, which will be done probably never. Everything just goes to Earth. Everything just floats off to Earth.
Let's see, our machinery's up to 16 per week.
There's just the raw resources sitting there.
Try something here. I don't know if this will work, but let's give it a try.
I do like Earth's population of 9 billion. 9.6 billion people on Earth. Oh. 95. 2222.
I want to do it with that, and that would be an awful long way. I guess I can't do it with this.
Oh, I don't need an office over there. I've got a good rating. Look at all the police over here. Oh my God, there's 3 of them.
I need a new Earth.
I need a new Earth.
Mars route.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I need a new Earth.
Earth 2.
Actually, if I was playing Stellaris and I called my thing the Mega Human Evolution, because the humans are much older, they've evolved and whatnot, and Earth was no longer called Earth. It was called something else. I can't remember what I call it now. I think it was Mech Earth or something.
For my machine race starting on Earth, it's called I forget. something Prime.
Oh dear.
There's a new
Fingers
Earth
crossed.
Mars route. That shit.
Yay, 7,000.
No.
15,000, good. Machinery. Do we have any machinery left in Earth?
Mars direct.
No, we have no machinery and no raw resources. We really need like a raw resource, man.
Is it? Machinery is rare, isn't it?
Yep.
Raw material. I thought it was raw materials that was machinery.
I'm gonna check. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's rare. It's rare resources.
Oh yes, so it is.
Yeah, raw is consumer goods, if I remember correctly. And
Yeah.
let's see, I am bringing passenger ship. Where's my?
That's it, yeah.
Pretty sure my my ship is set to bring back some rare materials. Of course, are there any available on the moon? Not much. That's the problem.
There's a little bit which I might get a little shuttle ship going.
I can only get 40,000 in. That won't help.
Raw materials, that's rare resources, that's what I want.
4,000 in a box. Nope. I just gotta accumulate money now.
Can I do that? I can. There we go.
My income has finally shot up again.
Yeah, I've sometimes the government will upgrade your own things
Spaceports
that you
for you,
place.
yep.
Yeah, no, not the spaceports. If you plonk down a resource mine, sometimes the government will upgrade it for you.
Yep, it will.
Oh,
Sometimes,
that's,
yeah.
That's handy. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
the
went to
government-
upgrade it. Let's say I went to upgrade it. I'll go there. I'm like, I could have sworn I made a small one somewhere. And then I noticed it's grown.
Ships. Let me check my loadout of the ship here.
Oh, there's a large one and a small one.
Yeah,
That's
I made the small one.
Yeah. Is it to upgrade it? 25. And yeah, like company building, sort of. We were gonna have it like where it's like, if you buy a building or if you buy a spaceport, it probably needs to be more of an advantage for doing it at the minute, because at the minute it's sort of you're kind of being generous to the other competition.
Mm.
It's like, you know, you should get some sort of advantage from you being the one that did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something like a 5% increase on your loads being full or something. I was, just,
Reputation.
I was making
yeah,
it up.
we were thinking of is it like a certain percentage would actually like just go into your company waiting hangar.
Mhm.
So then it was in yours, and then you could then pull it off so other people didn't get it.
Yeah, that would be good.
I think there was another game I played. If you bought, I think it's Sid Meier's Railroads, isn't it? Where if you buy the company and people deliver to it, you get a certain percentage of the money that they make. Which I know that's, like I say, some of these games are totally different, but that idea is also interesting.
Let's see.
I'm actually surprised how well the AI is still hanging in. Like, there's 8 players and the AI is still doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their net worths are, I mean, our net worths are all within a decent margin of error there. Monthly profits.
I know the
Of course,
single player AI makes me laugh. They do so well to start off with, then they stop after so many years. I think I've played 10 years and they just stopped.
Yeah,
randomly.
I chucked a tweak into that. I think it was like the AI only sort of does, you know, it does like so many, you know, it like each sort of turn of an AI, it can only sort of do one thing, but then, you know, it only does so many turns over time. You know, it's like a speed thing. You know, so like an unfair AI is, you know, faster than a easy AI, but it's like late game. By the time it's looped around through all its routes and stuff, you know, like it's not as responsive. You know, it needs to be continually like, you know, reviewing the routes and you know, making changes to routes and you know, this route's not making a profit, or you know, there's a profit here for this route to be made. You know, so I sort of tweaked it a bit so it would more scale, so it'd be able to think a bit faster late game. So we'll see.
Pretty
We'll
cool.
see what that does. It might make them a bit more competitive late game rather than just sort of not doing anything after a few years.
There's another thing that I was thinking of. I would like to see.
I'm just going to go for a quick break. Sorry to disturb you.
I would like to be able to have the ability to take, say, a consumer goods route and make it from Earth to Luna to Mars and back, and from Earth to Luna unload half of the consumer goods, and then take the rest of Mars and unload the rest of the consumer goods. Unload in some sort of percentage, to where you could do one route covering like multiple planets.
Yeah.
Have like a load. In your load and options on the planets, have a unload 50% of consumer goods type thing. Because right now you have stop and wait until full, don't load. What are your other options here? Routes. So you have don't wait for full load, wait for next demand, and pick up none. If you added a unload, let's go to the unload. You have got the deliver and store, deliver and hold, deliver none, store all. Have a unload 50% type thing.
Yeah,
or,
yeah,
25% or something. That would allow you to have one ship, like I said, do a run from Earth to Luna to Mars and back, or something like that, rather than having two different ships having to cover both planets.
Yeah, I can see that being a nice feature.
We got people here on Earth again. Let's start moving some of them.
How are we doing? My operating profit is down the drink. My income has gone back down the drink. Whoa. What is Esta doing? Esta just made a boatload of cash on doing something. The AI is making a comeback now.
The AI make use of loans at all?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. I thought I caught that, but it's hard to be sure.
Yeah. There's still sort of updates to AI coming, but yeah. I'm still sort of collecting data at the minute with the latest, or well, the recent changes that went out in. Actually, it was probably a few patches ago. My big update to AI went, but I'm sort of collecting data at the minute. So like unfair and sort of hard AI seem to be pretty good. Easy and normal seem to be too easy, but like that's coming from players who have already played it, and in my opinion, should be onto normal or should be onto unfair and hard AI. And it's like I haven't heard from anyone that's just played the game like for the very first time, which is what that AI is supposed to be designed around. It's not supposed to just literally railroad them off the planet.
Yep.
Whereas the unfair AI kind of will do to you if you don't keep up with it.
Yeah, AI is always a
balancing act.
Yes. So population is 7143, 7293. Oops, I missed that. 7293, 74. So each colonist is 25,000? Is that what I saw? I don't know. I'll have to watch it again next time I deliver some colonists. It looked like increment of about 25,000 per colonist that time. I knew it was an even number. I just couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, AI is always going to be, especially as you expand the game, you're going to be tweaking AI throughout the development, I'm sure. How's my net worth looking? Yeah, my net worth is tanked. Why is my net worth only 164? My net worth should be more than that.
Yeah, I need to stop spending. Have you seen my operating drops like in the drink? Because I've just been spending.
So it's net worth. Why is my net worth only 165? All cash and assets minus any liabilities. Assets. 170. Okay, how am I doing in reputation? 79. Second on Luna. I can live with that. Only 77 on Earth. I thought we started with an office on Earth. I obviously.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Oh, we do? I couldn't find it, so I put another one down. Oh, wait, there's a medium office.
Yeah, there's multiple offices. Oh well, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that's pretty bad. I might book that. I might push that up the list where you should be able to see your list of buildings somewhere on a planet.
Oh yeah.
Because right now you can't see any sort of list of buildings. It's kind of a issue at the minute. I might probably push that up. Probably just like say if you click on a planet, then on the right hand side, like a list of your current buildings before. Then you click on. If you then click on an empty spot, then you can pick one, or once you pick on one, then it changes to whichever one you upgrade. But just as a default, it shows you the ones that you own.
Do that on a solar system level by clicking on the sun and popping up that list, so you could see your, solar system view.
I think we're missing a panel, like you see, like at the top, where it's like ships and routes.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was supposed to be a third one there that because like there's 3 on the other side. There was supposed to be 3 on the other side. Where it's gonna be like your spaceports, your surface buildings. I think Mike was gonna do that.
Yeah.
But like he's been doing ship screen, so once he does ship screen, he's maybe doing route screen. But I think route screen may be okay. I think we might push the sort of building screen ahead of that.
Okay. Did my my rocket from Earth to Mars actually did take off? I missed it. I had it on a build and hold, waiting for a full load of machinery. Evidently, it did. Let me do that again. Build. Machinery. Yep.
Wait, is Mars doing? Mars is doing pretty good, actually. I might send another ship to Mars. Spaceport base being upgraded now. Wait, spaceport base being upgraded. Oh, nice. So if anyone didn't sort of notice, like if you look at Venus, it's like it went up, but like it didn't change the number of gates because it went from a surface to an orbiting one. So, but the number of gates didn't actually go up. But then it's actually then the whenever it's on the surface, the takeoff fees are more because you have to get out of the atmosphere. So it's a lot more expensive, like fuel wise, taking off and landing. But now that it's in the upper atmosphere, orbiting, it's cheaper on the fuel.
Okay, that didn't work. Okay, there's a problem. I built a rocket. I have a second Earth to Mars route, separate from my primary route. That's just for machinery, and I have a pickup rule. Wait for full load on machinery. So I built a rocket, put it on this Mars machinery route. So in theory, it should have built and then held on spot until it got a full load until it launched. It launched empty.
For a rocket.
because I just wanted it's a rocket with the small rocket with 5 cargo bays. I just wanted to pick up 5 machinery, just hold until it had
But
5 machinery.
you're on raw resources.
Oh, you're right. That would be a problem.
That that would be an issue. Judging by
let's
the
try
number
this
of ships flying around Earth, I kind of need something.
So let's try this again with rocket.
I'm going to have to get myself a payday loan here. I need a bit of a loan to buy a gate, just so my ships can land, so I can get money, and then I can pay back again.
And pay it off. Yeah. I'm just not really getting ahead. I've been staying at roughly the 85 to 150,000 cash on hand fairly consistently. Okay. Now there it goes. It's launching immediately, but
I've kind of gone into debt. This isn't good.
didn't.
I need my ships to take off and land pretty quickly, so that I can get money, and then we'll be good. These ships, please take off and land.
Aha! It got the machinery. Okay, that worked. I was going to say, I've done this before. I didn't remember having an issue, but it didn't seem to work that time. Okay, well, it worked. My rocket stole the machinery and is headed to Mars. Who is that? 2.1% development. Did we get? Yeah. Yeah, and cost twice as much as I have on hand. Well, not quite twice as much as I have on hand.
Oh, I'm in serious trouble now. I've
Overextended.
I need to sell ships because like my main money source of Luna fell through the floor.
Ugh.
I have to let. I think Mars is a good exploitable thing. I think I've exploited the moon too much now. I think we've. Sub? Can I get a subway? Sure, thank you.
I get to eat there. I get to eat there almost free
Yeah, so-
for a couple times a week.
Yeah, it's the local sort of ice hockey that I go to. They have like a subway sub cannon, so it's like there's like air guns that they fire like stuff out into the crowds, and so they fire the subs like the,
Ooh, nice.
and they got like they changed it up how they did it. They used to have like this big sort of thing that was like in the shape of a sub, and tried to fire big foot-long ones, and it sort of went, a few rows back, and that was it. But then they changed it up, and they started firing. They got these new guns, and they started firing these tiny sort of 6-inch ones with like a load of wrapping, and it just like flew like all the way from center ice up into the boxes, and one of them like split open and just showered the entire place in like lettuce and stuff. Oh, that was great. That was great halftime entertainment. Like, because it's tactically distracting me from conquering the galaxy.
We got a subway at the casino where I play poker, and because of the amount of time I spend there, I basically can eat free for just about every day of the week. Every 5 hours of poker I play is a free sub.
That's a pretty good deal.
Okay, see if that bumps up my income a little bit.
Yeah, multi-hop passengers doesn't work right now.
Food and water.
It should, but it doesn't. It's kind of on a list to be fixed.
What? I think I'm going to do a... Let's go to this route. Change that route from machinery to consumers. Wait, do we really have a need for consumer goods there? Let's check that. Yes, we do.
Oh wow, I'm being beaten by 2 AIs. Nearly 2 AIs.
What do you use as your primary determination? I use net worth myself, but
yeah, company net worth. But I bought like bought Venus and upgraded it, so and it doesn't count in net worth at the minute. So it's...
okay, I was wondering about that because I was thinking with some of the upgrades I've done, my net worth should be higher than it's showing, but mine tanked at some point compared to the others.
Yeah, it's only really cash and...
Hey, Mars was mine from the beginning.
Mars has got good demand right now. Nothing
route.
else. Luna has no. I'm going to cut costs and go back down to 1 gig. Venus is mine. Venus is mine. I kind of missed the upgrade there. Lost my monopoly on it. No. Someone upgraded it. Ah, well, that's a shame. Do you want to do me a huge favor and like buy more? Who's got like the most cash? You haven't got much cash. We need someone that's got like 200, and then they can buy another rare resource man.
Yeah, I started to get up to that point, and then I spent all my money.
Yep.
Because I'm behind. Like, I think I need to get some more ships here. Airbus.
Mhm.
No, never played any flight simulation games or anything like that.
Yeah, and you've got Delta Spaceways instead of just Delta Airlines, and you've got ESTA instead of the European Space Agency one. I can't remember what that one is. And you got NASA, which is the NASA, and then there's Asian Space Lines. It's like an American, it's like American Airlines and stuff. But yeah, it's. Mhm. Yeah, that's a connection thing. It's because our pings are massive. It's red, but it's. Nah, I would say anything. I think what do I have? But I think I probably have it. The actual green is like I think I have it set at like 100 or something. Once it goes to.
Yeah, for like a ARPG like Diablo or Path of Exile or something like that, then you really ideally need probably something below 100. But for something like this, 300 maybe is more than sufficient, I would think. Hey, I got a new star shipping.
Nice.
Okay, maybe I'll catch up now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Reports net worth. And climbed a little bit, not much. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Raw materials. Machine. Yeah. Hey, Mars is up to 3.4% developed. How many people? 12 million people on Mars. Okay. Where's no, development and population are separate, I think. Development is just how efficient you are at producing things. population.
Yeah.
Now, is there a population cap based on like planetary sizes and things like that?
There's not a hard cap, but like your population will still keep increasing, and they'll still decrease. There's no hard cap on
Okay.
how much population can grow. Development, yeah. Yeah, but that's gonna require someone more with higher math skill than me. Like originally, it was just the ship would literally go in the direction of the planet, but then it was like it would trail them, and then I came up with the intercept logic, so it would like calculate where it's going to be based on the rotation of the planet, and then it sort of picks a point and sort of goes it and tries to match the speed, so it like intercepts it. But even that still, but actually to get it like where it would do any sort of actual orbital mechanics or any sort of take into consideration other planetary bodies to miss it is way beyond me, and probably way beyond the scope of this game. Like, but
I might be able to work out those equations.
Yeah, I was gonna use it as like my test bed for modding, like more script support, where like I would open up the sort of flight computer, and then let players come up with their own flight computer, and then it's how efficient is your ship at getting somewhere. But yeah.
Which one of these are supposed to be bringing consumer goods? One of you are supposed to be bringing consumer goods first. You have to take. No, not that one. That one. Watch that. Make sure it's picking up consumer goods.
I have just noticed a bug though.
Oh.
Whenever you do sell, the ship updates are only sent for in transit ships, but then this new sell at next stop sort of freezes ships on remote client even though they're still going. So I need to write that one down.
Because I've only used it once, and it must have been in a good situation because I didn't have a problem with it selling. But like I said,
Yeah, that's so like we're the remote, so we're getting the packet sent to us from your computer because you're hosting. So then, but at the minute it's only in transit ships. Like if you hover over a ship and it's like the status is in transit, it's only sending those ones. Whereas anything else, like if it's stopped or it doesn't need to send the position, so it won't send it. To try and optimize so it's not trying to send gigabytes of data.
Right.
But yeah, we haven't added sell at next stop to that list of, oh yeah, you should send the status. It might look frozen, but it's actually still moving on the host. Yeah, so like mine, this floating one here, this 007, but it's actually I'm watching Thingy's stream and it's about to land on Earth, and it'll just it just popped. There you go. Yeah, it just got so that it arrived on the host and sold itself.
Okay, so it's happening. You're just not saying it on yours.
Yeah, because the updates aren't being sent. But that's fine. I can fix that. That's easy. Yeah, you lost your all your ships just suddenly disappeared, like in your ship page thing.
Just on the log, they were there. You just couldn't see them in his
Yeah.
ship log.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not to, yeah. We've had random. They're like multiplayer. If you want random stuff to break, yeah, that's. We were doing a couple of the other dev live streams we've done, and it's like we'd all just been cruising along happily, and then all the UI would just break. Like we couldn't click on anything. It was like, right, what happened? No idea. Just multiplayer. Who knows what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That was probably a bad idea, but I tried to buy a rare resource mine on Venus, expecting to get loads, and development is still so low, I got nothing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Up to 13 per week, depending on and development is at 0.1%. So 0.1 times 13.
And I just pulled out 3 huge loans to get it as well. So yeah, good for me.
Oh, nice. You got colonists building up again.
Where do they want to go?
A lot to Mars, which I'm
Few to
trying to limit the
Venus.
population on Mars. A few to Venus and a few to Mercury.
Yeah,
Not very many, but
I have a full ship going to Venus back and forth, and it's there's already a full one on its way there.
yeah, I think I have a ship going to Mercury. Yeah, I've got a Mercury spaceport, so I started took my lunar colonists to switch them over to Mercury.
The AI is wiping the floor with us. And this was normal AI, you said?
Normally,
I take everything back. It's completely balanced.
they may be ahead of us in some categories, but as far as I can tell, most of our we'll catch up because most of our companies have better reputations on the planets, which will, in the long run, I believe, catch us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like an orbit, but it's literally like they've done a straight line, like on an intercept, and then it's the original planet's moved and that planet's moved.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's basically what? Yeah, it's it's not any way sciencey, but it kind of looks a bit sciencey. So it looks like an orbit. So
It's got food. Where's my consumer goods one? Is it coming back? It's coming back. I missed it again.
why have I just gone to? Like, I'm gonna go bankrupt. My loans just got suddenly paid off.
End of the. Does that happen automatically at the end of the loan period if you have the money?
Yeah, I left it at 2 months, so yeah, I'm gonna get declared bankrupt if I don't sell a ship pretty quick.
Yeah, I took one loan out to be able to get one of the larger ships, just to try to get some income going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I seem to have bugged out one of my ships, which isn't good. Oh, no, there you go, I fixed it. I just had to stop and start it, and it decided it wanted to do something. This is actually still working. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you hear me in game? Kind of. There is in-game voice communications, but it's completely untested and probably is a bit check quality.
Something you have to turn on?
No, it's press space and away you go.
Oh, okay.
Or well, you can key map the.
Figure,
Mhm. Yeah, that was totally intentional. Yeah, sound effects, totally. It's not. It's just low quality. Should we just choose a game rather than
no, Mars.
testing? Yeah.
For fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, get that sorted out yet. Machinery, colors, water, food. Okay, I'm building up money again a little bit. Let's see.
Who's me? Oh, I'm making a bit of money. I think I sold the ship. Oh yes, I'm no longer in debt. Yay! Yeah, it's because my loans. I did 2 payday loans to buy the what did I buy? I bought a rare resource mine on Venus, but then I obviously only set I set the term to be really short, and it called it in pretty quick that I wasn't expecting, and nearly went broke. Nearly went bankrupt, which is a great idea.
We should be doing a new ship, shouldn't we? Soon. 53. Yeah, I think 54 is the next new ship, isn't it?
Yeah, that profit thing on the see the way it's like all it's on the individual panes it's 0. We turned that off because that was a source of horrendous performance issues. Because that was literally, yeah. We should probably hide that or do something with that. But
no coming.
mm-hmm. What happened? Mm-hmm.
You have noticed sometimes it's available and sometimes it isn't. I haven't actually investigated to figure out what the trigger is for that.
Yeah, I'm not 100% on that one. That was Mike was working on that recently, so I presume it's like just whenever it's a suitable time to do it. Like if you're not like loading or unloading or something sensible.
If it's empty en route versus full en route or something. See, this one's empty.
It's a big ship someone's buying.
My money's creeping up. My money's creeping up.
My money really isn't doing much.
Creeping is the optimal word there. And I'm gonna actually spend it to pay off my loan too. My loan. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, where's my loan?
Venus literally has no demand or supply. It's completely flat. It's just flat. like no passengers wanting to go to it. Yay! I need to reroute some of my ships.
Yeah, because people are pumping pop into it. Hmm.
Mhm.
350.
Depends on what difficulty you're playing on.
I already looked at colonizing Europe. It's not available for a while for me. These ships better land quickly before.
I could probably relinquish some of my monopolization, seeing as I'm not monopolizing it anymore anyway. So I'm just wasting money at this point.
One's got food.
That's yeah, just if you're transporting something like food from Earth to Mars, it's basically like just the refrigeration costs. Yeah, some ships' maintenance costs are quite high, but they're really fast, so it's like less days in transit, but maybe a bit more fuel, but you know, a bit more
Yeah.
maintenance. But like a slower ship might not be as fast, but like maintenance costs are really, really low. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put myself a spreadsheet together for that.
Yeah, I've seen a few people spreadsheets, but they had the logic like with fuel like completely wrong.
Yeah.
So it was like it was never gonna work. But yeah,
Yeah,
someone's spreadsheet's pretty solid.
because of the orbital mechanics, the time of travel is going to change daily, really. So you have to do it in like 30-day increments or something like that, assuming a 30-day trip.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you don't really know how long it's gonna take. So you have to sort of do an average, like if you do it a year, assuming that everyone sort of
Yep.
orbit, so it evens out. But then it's the fuel. There's only a takeoff fuel and a landing fuel. There's no actual, distance fuel. That's true. You're not accelerating or decelerating. You're just at a constant velocity. Mm-hmm. Yep. Business has supply and demand.
And once it hits a certain development level, yeah, it'll definitely apply.
As they're demanding, yeah, they have a colonist demand, but it's also like the graph sort of scales itself. So the bars might jump up a bit, and then but it's actually the numbers relatively low.
Yeah.
It's just the graph scaling thing.
Okay, so consumer goods ship. Hey, my consumer goods ship picked up consumer goods. had to tell it not to pick up any food just so it could pick up consumer goods.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I upgraded the Luna's mines just to get this, because this shortage of machinery is just killing me. Hello. Hello. Yeah, two programmers, me and Mike, and then we've a few artists and modelers as well.
I told you 21 or 2054 we were doing new shit. Hence the name Darter.
How are we doing on Mars? Mars is still doing pretty solidly. Wow, look at the supply of raw resources now on Luna.
Yeah, I stopped picking them up. I stopped my Luna run for a while. Oh, what the hell? What happened there? I just launched 5 empty rockets. Why? Machinery. Wait for full load. Machinery.
How are we doing? Yeah, but yeah, I've sort of gone down the drink, but I've been spending money on. What was it? I bought Venus pretty early on, like dumped a load of cash into that, and then I bought 2 mines as well.
I didn't launch 5 empty rockets. There was that much machinery on Earth?
No, there's
What was?
How are we actually doing reports? The AI is actually doing pretty good, which is somewhat surprising me. I was expecting AI to, especially normal AI, to just be in the drink, but I seem to be doing the worst. No, I've been, but I'm gonna play the card that Nasta is actually me, because I coded it, so it's technically, it's my intellectual property. So I'm actually winning. I'm gonna play that card.
You're not gonna play the card. I build the game. I don't have time to play it.
Yeah, you do that card as well, but.
Okay, hey, I just got a chunk of machinery out to Mars. Will help.
If you want to bring machinery out to Venus, it really help. Like,
I will.
because
I
it's got the raw materials or the
create a new
resources on it, so it'll jumpstart more.
I need a new route for Venus. I have to create a special route just for machinery.
How is Mercury doing? Mercury is actually doing pretty sweet. I'm gonna send them another ship.
Okay, got Mars up to almost 10% development.
Sweet.
And here comes a bunch of machinery to Venus.
I think Luna is about to hit 100% development.
Yep, it is. That gave me a boost to my net worth. Who's broke down? I don't see. Oh, yeah, I see a ship.
Kind of running out of spaceports on Earth. Where this is doing terrible with my maintenance. What have you done? Unless it got unfiltered. Which ship was it? Can you like clear and filter and try and muck about and see if it'll filter them back on? There's also a big refresh button. Like on the ship's page, like at the top right, near where you would find the close button. There's a that is so you definitely have them because they're flying about the map, but they're not showing up on your list. Can you like if you click on it, you get like a different panel. There's like and then there's like an edit button on it. Does it pop it up and then?
Yeah, because that's supposed to focus it in the ship's window now, right?
Yeah. But like there's like the third button down is like an edit ship button and it loads it into the ship window. Does it pop up then? In the pane. It's interesting. It's definitely a bug. Mm-hmm. The upgrade hasn't updated the list.
Your words come out perfectly fine. They just don't always mean anything.
Do we actually have machines? No.
Because I just launched them all at Venus and Mars a couple minutes ago. We had 150 of them sitting on Earth. I launched them all at Venus and Mars.
How many we got on Mars? Still. Yeah. Has it? No. Why? What's wrong with Mars? Oh, there's a lot of floating ships. Oh no, this is Esta. Esta's gonna go bankrupt.
Yeah, the colonist subsidy ended on Mars, so hopefully they'll start taking people up there.
No, they haven't. They need to upgrade it, but they haven't got that far yet.
Oops.
Which on-hand cash do they have? Yeah, they don't have. They don't really have the on-hand cash to do it because it's quite expensive, and they won't take that gap. So, till we upgrade Mars, they're gonna go bankrupt. Sweet. Yeah, their per profit has gone through the floor. Oh, there we go. Someone who upgraded it. Was that you? Yep. Ooh.
Yeah, it's not supposed to do that.
Well, you know, takeoff is a stressful situation where lots of things can go wrong. Oh, oh, oh.
I do.
They seem to just be. They seem to have a load of, like, just the tiny ships, like the 909s. Or maybe it's a strategy that they're using, I don't know. I might think this is a great strategy, because they seem to be doing pretty well with it. Yeah, and now they've done the same thing on Venus as well. They've sent so many fucking 909s, and they haven't got the gates to process them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they won't upgrade the spaceports. Upgrading spaceports is expensive. They haven't got the cash to say that's a thing to do. They need more ships than that they have spaceports for. Machinery is just trying to drive up the development, so my investment in that planet would actually do something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of passengers waiting on Earth. Well, on Mars, they're on they're on Earth to Venus, Earth to Luna. Oh, that's helpful. Sweet. I think that was whenever I swapped the route mid thing.
I have
Oh,
what?
wow, I'm making so much dosh with these rockets.
Machinery? Yeah, that's what I did to jumpstart mine. Is I saw that machinery there a couple of 10 minutes ago or so. And I said I sent 15 rockets to Mars, 15 to 10 or so to Venus.
No. Okay, how much profit did I actually make? So let me go filter by. So I go finances, and if I show the archive ships and then filter by those Neptune rockets, I made. It's like the last one I sent. Have you seen my income graph? Go look at the income graph. Yeah. Let me upgrade this board for stuff. I upgraded the spaceport, so yeah, per est. Oh, there's a who's flying out here? Europa's opened up.
Of course, I'm not the one that opened it, but I saw as soon as it opened, I just kept quiet and sent my rockets out. Like 3 of the AIs headed out. And you can see they beat me by just a short bit. I think I would have actually been ahead of them, but I forgot to click on the launch on build
Uh-oh.
rockets.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm okay. I think no, it was just my a load of rockets sort of arrived at once, and it's like that the whenever it hits that pop up thing is quite intense calculation.
Like we have to add all these numbers together.
Oh,
It's not
I,
very
for,
performant.
I forgot to unmute the microphone on OBS. I do apologise, guys, but I'll be back in a few.
No problem. Let's see. How am I doing now? Earth. Doug. How much of that is cash on hand? Yeah, that would be why my cash on hand is.
I had to buy more gates on Earth so I can take off.
Yeah, launching that many rockets at once is my consumer goods. Where's my machine? That's my water. My machinery still waiting to launch. Ship docked, ship docked, ship docked. Doesn't tell me what ship is docked. What are they taking out here? They're taking, oh. AI's stealing our machinery for, well, without any population out there.
You need to buy a lot of gates on the Earth.
The question is, do we actually have any Earth for Europa yet? Some 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get 2 of these. You. There it goes. Fast machinery delivery. Okay. Now, ships. Ship types. Rockets. Where's the Sort by lifetime profit. Clear filters. There's Europa. You mentioned this a minute ago, and I've seen it before. I don't know where it is. Where's the archive ship?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my archive ship for trying to find out how much profit I made on my run to Europa.
In the finances, like
Finance,
there's like filter by route or filter by ship. There's like a tick box next to it.
I knew I'd seen it before, but I couldn't remember where.
I'm making 15 grand a rocket, and a rocket only costs. Yeah, I have too many rockets.
$2,000 or something like that for the rockets? You're using the Neptunes?
Yep, I am absolutely loaded.
And we're out of machinery on Earth.
No.
So how many empty rockets are you launching?
I'm back now. After someone's ship's broken down. Oh, it's going back.
No empty rockets yet.
Are you just throwing rockets over to Venus?
Venus is almost up to 5% developed.
Wow.
Meantime, Mars is up to 25% almost.
And machinery's going quite well as well. Mars. Oh, let's get Mars sorted a bit more, shall we? Oh, my reputation is 99.908. That's very precise. What the hell? I saw a ship wanting repair halfway in space and then it moved to Earth. Interesting.
Oh, the new ship is growing.
Yes.
Oh, was that the new one?
That's the new one.
Oh, it's that one. Yeah, very, 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 very slow. But it can land on
flat land, yeah, without a spaceport.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually is good for
level 3.
Europa, except I think it breaks down about halfway to Europa most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
It's meant for like a shuttle, so it's more like see once you set up the other colonies.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you made Europa like your distribution hub, and then just sort of all your big ships land on Europa, and Europa had like a master spaceport, and you had one of those new ones that you just use as a shuttle and just hop around all the different moons.
Yep.
That's like an idea.
Okay, my first colony is about ready to make Europa.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There, go. Yeah, I'm counting. I can count me.
Okay, how do you have a reputation on Europa when you haven't done anything out there?
Oh, hey.
Him.
Oh, I've got one
He's
too.
got a 92%. You're up out there. I'm landing stuff out there, and I'm at 85%.
Oh yeah, 92. Sweet.
It starts off at 100.
Step bias, step bias.
It does start off at 100 and then goes down if you don't deliver.
I
Spider.
don't know if I want to take anything out there or not. The darters might be able to make it.
Spider-Man was laughing at me because I had my microphone muted, which was kind of a noob thing to do, really. Right, so we've got the rude ship going to a ship now. So oh, that's new.
What's
that?
No, I've just zoomed out into like the 2D style bird's eye view, and the ship icons actually move.
Mm-hmm.
I've not noticed that before.
Don't remember not noticing it before.
That is
Could be
that is-
wrong.
'cause
Machinery going out to Mars, good.
I've really not noticed that before.
Right.
Huh. Right, so spaceport on Europa has been upgraded. Yay! What level is it to? I'm not going to tell you how much money I've got.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
became a millionaire.
Wow, you've got 1 million. I've got half of that. That's not a lot. You're not allowed more money. Stop it. You know what we do need to do? Oh no, rare resources is... Right, Luna's fully developed. It's supplying a... I think I need to do something here. Ships. Purchase ship. I want one of those things. You're just gonna do Luna, that's it. 65, yeah, that'll do. Go. How long does that take to get there? Turnaround days, no. Days until delivery, nearly 2 months.
I'm just gonna grab some 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I have to start dinner here in a minute myself. I think it'll be simple tonight.
I've had my dinner.
Yeah, well, you're like 6 hours ahead of me too, so.
It's 20 to 12, and still wide awake. Oh, we're all looking down. Yeah, that's a pretty nifty little feature. That. Whee, dancing. Let's see how much these make. These should be making. Oh, I've just wasted money. Does that mean that it doesn't need machinery? Oh, no, it says machinery. Have I done this wrong? No, I've done it right. I'm doing it right, which means there's no machinery on Earth.
Yep, probably. We ran out a bit ago.
It's still saying on mine 606. Something's not updating here. Oh no, there it is. It's finally. I added something and it's now done it. Right. I've added another machine factory on Earth. Oh, that was a waste of money. So we've got these.
And another machine factory probably won't do much with the shortage of rare resources.
It's not overly short, luckily, because I've got another ship going to be shifting the resources from Luna. So, oh, here we go. Here goes the mid-game where planets start going all over the place. Luna's now floating in mid-space.
Oh no. I need to see that. Let me go to your channel. Let's see. Following.
Oh, it's gone back now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wacky things are starting to happen. What the hell's happening there? Yeah, wacky things are now starting to happen, which is quite interesting.
Just a second, I'm loading your stream. Let's see if I can see it.
Even the connection parts are going a bit wacky as well. It looks kind of bizarre. Oh, there goes the moon again.
I'm not seeing anything yet on your stream, but oh yeah, I see it bouncing a little bit.
And if you look at the connections, it's going a bit mental.
200, 300, 200, 300, yeah.
Hello again. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello. We're starting to get some mid-game issues. We've got bouncing Luna. So every now and again.
That's a lot of ships I just have sort of hovering.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Is that yours? Yeah, they're yours.
Yeah, because I've got rockets waiting for full load for no machinery.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There are no raw resources, so there's no machinery. But yeah, there's like 500.
Yeah, I've got.
There's
I've got
500 raw resources.
I've got a new ship coming on for that. It's loading at. I don't know where it's loading. Where are you? Ah, there it is. It's coming now. Here it comes. It'll be picking up some rare resources and. How many do I have? One. Do I only have one? Really? Oh, let's do another one. I think I've got three or four.
Yeah.
That's you and my. I just finally got my viewers list to pop up. I hate Twitch's viewers list.
Yeah, I'm your one here.
Yeah. No, I need more ships. Famine on Mercury.
What? What? What?
Because all my ships are stuck between Earth.
Let's see.
Quick, send some rockets.
I may have screwed this up. Who's hovering around? Oh yeah.
Did you build a few too many ships? Oh, now I'm starting to hover, which means I need to.
Yeah, and then Nasta's floating around. Nasta can't land either, so I upgraded the spaceport as well.
I can reroute a ship to Mercury.
I think Nasta just doesn't want to upgrade the spaceport. There we go.
You want one of those taxi services because they seem to help quite a bit. A new colony has started on Ganymede.
Now let them have that one. I'm going to concentrate on Euro and the inner planets.
Well, I'll get to Titan soon. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're filling your rockets up, aren't you?
Yeah, he's waiting till full, but it's also tying up all his gates because they're not. There's no machinery there, so the rockets are being built and set in the gate and sitting.
Mars has got a distance.
What
I mean,
happened
that
is-
take months.
Luna is 8, so I could probably build a pretty big ship.
Oh. So what level is Earth then? Earth is level 9. What is the
I
highest?
just built a massive ship to go and
What is
11, I think.
So one more than 10.
Well,
obviously.
I built a massive ship on the moon.
Oh, there
It's
we go.
still
Again.
not going to be able to land on Earth.
No, Luna, don't do it. Don't crash into Earth. No, don't do it, Luna. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh no! Boom! Oh dear, that was quite funny actually, and then it went back into place. It's like, no, I'm not crashing, I'm going back into my orbit. Well,
I think the only way I'm going to fix my solution is to just spam raw resources at the moon, or from the moon to the Earth. Except I can't build it on the moon. I need to build it on the moon. That's what I need.
I've got a big ship actually going backwards and forwards, doing 65 each time. Although saying that, yeah, you're right.
Or I could just buy more gates.
Yeah, buy some more gates. Wow. I'm just going to zoom out a minute and just show the mess. So, Esther, that cracks me up. The amount of ships that they've got going. Wow. Then obviously you've got European space lines, which is seem to be doing quite well there.
There we go. I solved my solution.
I take it you bought the. Did you buy enough? Oh dear, nice. That'll definitely work. 17 million
Yep.
people. Hey?
Thank you. Somebody upgraded the Europa spaceport and I snatched up both gates.
Oh, nice. That's one way to do it.
I'll just, upgrade that. There you go, fix it.
Until I actually get a maintenance facility out there. I don't want to
At this point in time, I just have more money than sense.
I want to be able to build a maintenance facility out there because I've had too many. Well, of course, they are at one of their closest approaches. I'll probably have time to get out there and back. I still want to build a maintenance facility.
How much are those rockets making each time?
About 15 grand.
Wow.
I was only when I sent mine. I was only making about 7K for the machinery to Venus, to Mars, and 5K to Venus.
Right, we've got a big ship going there. Here we go. What's its profit? It's 32, 33 and water and food, I think.
It's because my company reputation is 92%. And company reputation has a kind of a benefit to the prices, not a drastic amount, but whenever it's like only a couple of grand, at this level it kind of does.
What's my reputation? Oh, company reputation on Mars, 100%. Woohoo! Don't ask how I did that. Oh, it's gone down now. It's 99.995.
I'm an American. Oh no, it's fine. I have like loads of ships going there.
Right, how are we doing? Raw materials. Why are the raw materials going? Oh yeah, they're making consumer goods, aren't they? Rare resources, no need machinery. Mars is 28% developed at the moment, which is nice.
I love my graphs. It literally goes all the way down and then all the way up again.
Famine on Mercury. Oh no. That's water, isn't it?
Famine is food. Oh, and we got refugees on Mercury now, which means I'll be filling dry goods containers with people.
Let's actually do something. I'm doing something. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just going to do something.
In 30 seconds, I'll tell you what you're doing. Your Twitch stream catches up.
Shh. No, give
Oh,
it
wait,
away.
I don't have your Twitch stream up. I have my Twitch stream up.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll work. Do I not have it? Oh, I can't buy any more space gates because somebody by the name of Whiskers has bought them all.
I could rub myself some. I really don't need half of them.
And you want one more?
I really don't need half of this. Like,
I think it's calculating the ping wrong, you know, because why has Castinar all of a sudden got a ping of 200 and me and you've suddenly got
You
a
both
ping of
have
0?
Yeah.
With a little jump in between. Oh, we've got 2 maintenance ships out. Two rude-looking ships. Why is one hovering over Mercury? Oh, it's disappeared.
Preparing something there, maybe?
You know, it's funny, I get better signal over the other side of the room with my headset than I do right next to the computer. Oh! Right, there shouldn't be any famine on Mercury by the time I've done with this. Woohoo! 6,000! Now it's going to go down because each rocket that lands there will reduce because the supply's not as high. 6,000. Alright then, I lied. 6,000. It's going down by $3 each time. There must be a good supply that's needed. $6,060. 6,057. Yes. It's going down by $3.50 each time a rocket lands. Well, that helped. That'll be one of the computer ones. Right, so Mercury's now got some water. I've saved their crisis for a little bit. Maybe some money as well. That was quite interesting. I'm debating whether to send them a load more water, but I think there's enough getting there. Probably not. Sod it. Let's just do it again. Quick. No, not the Sparrow. Which one's quicker? The Sparrow's quicker, but it doesn't carry as much.
uh-oh, I have my route set up wrong. That's not good. My big massive ship that's supposed to bring raw materials back from Luna brought food.
Oops. Yeah, I had to do that with my what was it? What route did I have?
Oh, the moon's gone out of orbit again.
Consumer goods and food do the same thing.
The moon's gone out of orbit again. No, moon, come back. At least you're not crashing into Earth. There we go. Oh, no, now we're twitching all over the place. There we go. Now we're working. It's quite funny sometimes when you watch the moon kind of slowly slide out of orbit. But was this the instability you were expecting mid-game? Or, well, can you call it mid-game? I'll call it mid-solar system.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the amount of ships, players, and stuff later on, just trying to send too much in one go. Really need to try and optimize it a bit more.
Yeah, I got a ship that doesn't know what it's doing, doesn't know whether to turn or go straight. Yay! It's having a wiggle. Sorry, I like it. some of the things actually make me smile, because that's good. I enjoy it. No, so some of the bugs do actually make you laugh, though, don't they? I mean, what was the one that they were increasing the size of the ships? How were they? I've never done exploits like that. But how can you do something to increase the ship size? 'Cause some of them are stupidly big.
Yeah, that's just the scaling. Like the ship models scale like as you go as you scroll out. But then whenever you zoom in, then they obviously haven't zoomed in properly or scaled again. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's probably like if you've got like all the way out to like Galaxy View or whatever, and it's scaled up massively. Then you jump back in and it doesn't descale properly. But
That's better. Got some money now. That made me a good profit, that did. I'm not going to send any more water, because if I did, I'll start losing money.
right, yeah, finally I'm shipping. Yeah, that made literally no money.
Okay, I've got my maintenance facility on your. Actually, sending ships to
Where are we?
give a
there we
test of the Tartar and see how it does.
are. It's, like I say, it's a really good ship. It's just very expensive to run.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing a test on it and see how it does on a couple round trips.
I suppose the further the distance, the more money you're going to get. So longer distances would suit it. It's probably why it's probably better for long distance, actually. Do I or don't I? It's one of my favourite planets. Do I, don't I? Thing is, if I did, I'd want to instantly upgrade it, so no, I won't. Rockets would be... I don't know. I want to know where these people magically appear from. You colonise it, 300,000 people appear, no, 180,000 people appear, but they don't disappear from Earth. They're alien babies.
They're counted as colonists and not as part of the Earth population. They're already in the colonist pool.
Now I know.
That's an easy one.
Now I know. So let's have a look.
I want to choose that one.
So there's the one I was liking the look of. That one, a bit of a waste of a planet, waste of a system, I think.
Go Darter, go!
Oh no, that one's kind of okay, I guess. Apparently it's got water on it and you can't see any water on the thing. Water availability almost 45%, but where's the water on the planet? Unless you have to dig for it. Dig for the water.
Some very, 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 very deep wells.
Yeah, there would be. A bit like oil wells, but these are going to be called water wells. Oh, you've got the gourd going, have you? That should make you some good money for the distance.
It's food and water transport. Just keeping it simple right now. We'll see how it does. So I've got a maintenance facility here as well.
And a small office. I know I did. There was something on my wish list about the maintenance ships because they're so damn slow. Yeah, I understand early game. Slow's good, but wouldn't it be good to get them a little bit quicker later game?
How many tow trucks do you know that drive at the speed of a Lamborghini?
Do you want me to answer that one? I know of none. Not yet, anyway. Anyway, it's not a it's not a tow truck. It's a penis.
Okay, about ready to land with my first ship on Europa.
Whiskers has gone very quiet. He's planning something. You know when he goes quiet, he's plotting. What's he plotting?
10 food and 10 water to Europa.
I'm just sitting here stuffing my face and have my mic off, otherwise you just hear me munching.
Oh, nom nom.
And it is...
Don't you be taking all of Earth's food, because we need that. Right, food stopped to go down. Good, right, okay. Water. Ugh. Wow, there's a lot of passengers in want to go to Mars. Oh, that's probably because Mars has got 100 miles away from where it was originally.
How is Mars doing? It's losing raw materials. Losing consumer goods, but I'm delivering consumer goods. This development level is up to 30%. Still has a food and water requirement.
I don't quite know what to do there at the moment. How much money have you made? 99,000, well done. Right, I like it when I see big numbers. Big numbers are always good. Right, so have you not landed yet? Did you land it? Yeah, you did. It made 1,000. But it's bringing back food, isn't it? It will be. It's bringing back food because the supply of food's high. As in, it's got a lot of food. Right, so what have you got? Machinery you've got. Oh, you produce raw materials, yes. Not a lot, but some. Let's do a new route. If at first you don't know what you're doing, build a new route. I'm going to build a big ship because it's cheap and quick. Right, you are going to Earth apparently. Have I not set that up correctly? I thought I did. Routes. Okay. Oh, someone's got the microwave going. So, oh, well, now it's done it. Oh, other way. Might help. Right. Launch one here. Oh yeah, I can't do that because it's oh, you spoon. Try again. Take 2.
Hello?
Hello. Did you eat all of Earth's food?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be doing the same thing here in a couple minutes. I started heating up my dinner.
God, you're making me hungry now.
You said you already had dinner.
I have. I've got some ultimate cheeseburger Doritos next to me.
Oh, I'm losing money.
Oh. Oh, the moon's left orbit again. Where are you going, Moon? Dear Moon, where are you going? Oh, you're stopping there, right? Okay. Whee! I found it more fun when you were going towards Earth. I was looking out the window finding where the moon had gone. Let's have a look over here.
Okay, I am starting to lose money. What's going on?
Is my ship that's broken down again, or whose ship's broken down?
Where are we?
Ship purchases.
Where's the penis? Where's that gone?
I might be spending.
It's gone from Earth and it's heading towards Mercury, but it's between the Venus and the Mercury ring right now, on its way to Mercury.
So yeah, see, I had to chuckle because I says, "Where's the penis?" and he said Venus. Oh, I'm so childish. Shut up.
Let's see. That one's bringing back.
I can't see any broken down.
Back. Why is my Europa ship bringing back?
Because the supply of food is too high. Looks like.
Yep, it is. Where'd all that food come from? Okay, ships.
Probably from the computer. So say thank you, computer. Thank you, AI. I love you, really. Right, let's have a look.
How is the AI doing now?
It's still going.
Oh, my operating rocket all the way down, all the way up, all the way back down again.
I've got to have a look at this. Operating. What is it? Income. Oh wow! You can tell where you sent your ships out, didn't you? In 1 month, you made nearly 500,000. Wow! And that Esther is actually doing quite well now. I upgraded the starports. Oops. Maybe that wasn't such a clever idea.
Yeah, you can really railroad AI, like if you buy all the gates and don't let them buy anything. They're really not very defensive when it comes to buying, upgrading the spaceport and buying another gate, or preemptively buying more gates there.
Yeah, when they, because they upgrade, like I said, they upgraded this first Europa space, but they didn't buy any gates, and I bought both of the gates.
I
probably
upgraded it.
should be set to buy one gate automatically when they did the first upgrade.
Oh, right, okay. I
2
did the other
gates,
2.
and I bought both gates. I saw it pop up with the message log, and I immediately snatched up both gates. Large security station.
Oh, I just made a shit ton of cash from delivering a full load of machinery to Venus.
Yeah.
I'll take it then.
Venus has probably got a subsidy too there, I would imagine, right?
Yep.
Machinery?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the maintenance ships. Sorry, I got it right. The penis ship's gone out again. I'll tell you.
Oh, it's going to me.
Oh yeah. Maybe I should upgrade some more ships, but I don't want to upgrade any more ships because it breaks it. Because I can tell I've got those 2 ships I've upgraded because I've got the KHIC 003 up to 005, but I haven't got 1 and 2. So I can tell they have been upgraded. You can see them anyway, but you know what I mean. There's KHIC 2. Whee! Planets going all over the place. And then the back. Wow, the disrepair of that ship that's getting repaired is 23.5%. Oh, I know what I've got to do. I've got to build a thingy over here. A thingy, yes. Very descriptive thing.
Looks like I'm keeping all disrepair of all my ships at about 5 or under. 5% or under. I want to see what you guys with 30 million ships are doing for repair. 8%, 2%, 2%. Those are all new ships.
Oh wow. It didn't seem. Oh right, one's full, the other one's half full. Luckily, the big ships don't seem to break down as much as the smaller ones.
I found, well, I think it's more based on the speed of the ships and how quickly it can get to and from port with a maintenance facility.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Whiskers is on the floating moon.
I'm interested to see whether your Kitco 444 will make it out to. Actually, probably won't have a problem making it to Europa because they are at a close approach, relatively close approach.
Yeah. I'm only carrying people.
I don't know, it's getting further though because the Earth's starting to get on the far side of the sun from Europa, so we'll see.
Mars has got a bit further away than when it started. Whee.
Yeah, they're at their furthest point right now. Very close to their furthest point.
I wonder if Spoderman's still watching. Spoderman, are you there? I know you're lurking, but you're there. He did say he was lurking. I'll get some lurkers. I'll tell you something though, apart from the mid-game issues that you get, it still runs really smooth.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like the computer can't handle it. It's just the amount of information that you've got running backwards and forwards, which seems to... what's happened here?
I probably could just turn the update send rate down. I don't think it would have that much of a effect.
Seems like it's paused. Oh no, we are moving. Oh, there it goes. Nope. Where's my ship stop? Now I'm making money again. Yay!
What's your loadout?
Oh god. Oh, I've not noticed that before.
I'm not bringing back any.
Out in the big galaxy, I've just gone over Sol, and you can actually see every single planet that's been colonised and who's got the gates. It might be a bit small to see, but you can sort of see a graph, a mini graph.
That was like one of the first things I did on ITC. That was like
That's pretty cool.
yeah, one of the
That is pretty darn cool though. So not only have you got the ones on each planet, you go out into the big galaxy, you can see every single planet and lots of colours in a pie chart. That's pretty intensive work. So if you haven't got enough detail here, they've got even more further back.
yeah. Now you've got all the map modes as well, so you can colour the things based on everything. Seems to be losing money. Oh yeah. I mean, wait, let's just let this thing land.
Pardon?
Ah!
Someone things just died on Europa.
171,000 people killed. Like 20% of the population, 25% of the population wiped out.
Well, how'd that happen?
Natural disaster event log.
Oh, I've not had that. It's not come up on mine. Oh. Whee! Now the whole of Jupiter started. The whole of Jupiter left its ring. Took the planets with it. Just...
Oh, that's good. At least we know gravity still works.
Ah, brilliant.
I have somewhat bled.
Oh, there we go. Natural disaster on Europa. Yay, it's appeared.
I've somewhat exhausted the raw resources and machinery supply.
No. Naughty Whiskers.
I was gonna say you're not the only one. The computer's been flying machinery out to the Jupiter moons here on these rockets. All these rockets you see going out to the moons of Jupiter are all machinery.
Whoa, yeah. Venus has built a small security station. Well, we've got a nice ring now. I'm just going to show this because I don't show it enough actually. The security tab on the bottom right. Mars has got a small one, Venus has got a small one, and Earth and Moon have actually got one as well. You just can't see them very well because they're so close together. But
yeah, they're overlapping a bit.
So if any pirates come, I've never seen pirates actually.
But they're red at the minute. See the way like Earth still has some, but it's red.
Mm-hmm.
It's because that is other people's security station. It's not yours. So it then starts. And then whenever you put if you put a small one on, then it goes to sort of a yellowy color, and then it goes to sort of an orange color, and then it goes to a green one. But once you've built your own large one, because then you only get a certain percentage of others, or like the local government's one.
Mm.
So what's the advantage of having your own security station?
More range, but like for like Seoul, where it's already pretty high security, you're okay. But then it's yeah. If you want like, and at the minute sort of security isn't up. It's slightly nerfed, but like there's no security coverage out into your Jupiter and stuff. But then if you were to build your own large one on Mars, then you could probably cover it pretty well.
That's quite a large area.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my man? Where is my man? Oh god. Oh. I'm having jerky issues. That's whoa. Don't do that to me. You've been working so well.
More enemy. Something else can take care of the enemy. I'm going to ignore.
I should have let the computer go bankrupt. Silly Keithy. Yeah, I'm having a few of my own halting issues when I'm zoomed in a bit. It was running fine until about 2 minutes ago. Space Force Venus has been
Just
upgraded.
sort of gets to a point where there's a critical mass of ships and it's just a bit too much for regular interneting to send all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Plus you two guys are streaming as well, which is helping.
I've got 150 meg connection, so
My stream is actually coming off of my laptop, so
Oh. That's maybe a bit better. Yeah, I really just need to go through and like optimize all the packets and
yeah.
the send rates because I'm sending like way too much stuff than probably what is actually needed.
because I stream from a graphics card, so I've got a pretty good graphics card now.
My graphics card is actually stream connected to my main and then output to my laptop, and the laptop streaming. So
Yeah.
it even takes a little bit more load off. I've got the Razer capture.
Oh yeah, you got it working, haven't you? Oh, maybe I should zoom out all the way. There we go. That's not going to work.
Yeah, zooming out helps, and like turning off other people's ships and stuff
Oh.
helps. But
What the hell happened here? Oh my good god!
I'm waiting for your stream to catch up.
Oh my god, what happened there? Whoa. Now all the icons have turned stupidly large. Okay. That's looking, yeah.
Oops, somebody in Europa must have broke down because there goes a repair ship.
Is the repair ship's rotation kind of not really correct?
It goes in a straight line, the repair ship.
Yeah, but it's not actually pointing in the right direction.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be tip first.
Yeah, it must be a packet issue because it's going tip first on mine. But again, being the host, that probably has.
Here's me about dying. This is the mid game where it's kind of like I don't know what to do. Although you know, next time when we have a go on this Castinar, what we should do is just turn off AI.
Yep.
Until some of the packet issues might have been sorted. Because I don't want to stop playing it, obviously, because I love it. But I think,
Or maybe limit it to one AI, maybe.
Yeah.
Even.
yeah,
I
limited.
think the
to
last one we did was 3 AI. This one was all AI, which was probably a mistake. I wasn't.
Yeah. But oh god, I'm literally tapping the keys and
Response time down.
It's
Because I know you seem to be about 15 seconds behind. It sounded like based on that disaster on Europa showing up.
Mm-hmm. And I'm still behind, I think.
Yeah.
Did you want to pause it for a second and let it just sort of catch up and see if it, fixes itself a bit?
Paused.
Apparently mine's
We'll
still
give it
playing.
about a minute or so here and let it see if it does anything here.
I'm still playing, apparently. I'm still on green. I'm still on green, yay! I think the only issue that stops myself and Castinar from having such good ping is just due to being across the pond.
Yeah. That's certainly going to have a little bit to do with it.
My ship's screen window is just lagged too. Anytime I open it, it's just horrible. Oh, I think I've actually just crashed my game. Oh no, wait, no, we're okay. We're okay.
I only have 8 ships, so I don't have that issue.
I don't have many ships. It's only got bad within the last 5 minutes, and I've got really large ship icons, and it's still apparently playing. It's not
still
even paused
playing,
yet.
so you're at least 30 seconds behind then. Let me know when it pauses, and it'll signal you caught up.
I will do. It's still saying that my ping's pretty okay. 250.
322, 260, yeah.
It goes to 0 when it doesn't get it.
When it doesn't get any packets, yeah.
So it's on 0 right now.
Yeah.
Because it says right, it times it, it sends it, and then whenever it waits for the receive, then whenever it doesn't get it, it's like, right, okay.
Computer says no. If you've ever seen Little Britain, you'll understand that joke.
Well, you're about a minute behind now. Yours is still playing though.
Mine, yeah, it's still playing. If you look, if you look on my stream, you'll see.
What's the date? What's your date?
23/11/56.
20. You're over a month behind. I'm showing January 1st, 57.
Yeah. I can't actually see your date thing on the stream because there's a big name over the top.
Excuse me. Let me just remove that. I can remove that quite easily. There we go. I'm stuck on 22, 23. Oh no, 24, 23, 24.
Probably do some other like you know like Heroes and Generals or those other games in multiplayer. They check your dates and then once people get out of sync, it auto pauses.
Stellaris does that. Stellaris actually auto pauses if you go 3 or 4 days out.
That might be a reasonable idea.
Because it's still
Yeah,
playing. I'm on Boxing Day. No, that's not Boxing Day.
No, it's a month early for that. You don't appear to be advancing, and it's popping between 24 and 25. I wonder if let me save it here.
It just went up to 27, and then back down to 26, and back up to 27.
Packet orders probably got a bit lost in this, like, you know, it'll send you one and the other.
And have him rejoin.
Do you like the large ship icons as well?
This might be the point where it kind of breaks, but we'll see.
Let's see if I can click. Okay, go ahead and rejoin when you.
I'll press the leave button. I won't save it because leave. Now this last time when I did this, it crashed, but it didn't crash this time. Good. Speed. No, I won't be able to find you, will I?
I can invite
or friends list on Steam. Just right click and join the game.
Well, I would if I could see this silly thing.
invite coming.
Oh, I've just clicked join game. I love Steam. I've been with Steam for years, although this is a newish account. I say newish. I've had it since 2000. Can't remember. But the first one I had was when Half-Life came out. Half-Life 2. I lost that account. Right.
Has it connected you? No, it hasn't.
Because this is the point where we got to last week. Then when we finally got it working again, that's where I lost all my ships in the actual ship menu.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna connect you. I think you might want to try again. Do you want to do a full? Alt F4 and close ITC and start it again and try and connect in? And if that doesn't work, then we could try a rehost and load the save again.
Come on, work. That's it.
It's something else you might want to look at. When I go into the menu from a pause game, when I go into the menu and I leave the menu, it automatically unpauses.
It was like if you go menu and then resume, it unpauses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's that's a copy across from single player. That's I have to look at that.
Creating galaxy connecting.
I still haven't got you connecting it, which isn't good. Uh-oh.
Is this the mid game that you said was unstable?
Yeah.
Right.
I think maybe a rehost might be in order.
Okay. Can you do that? I'll wait till you pop out.
Yeah. So you have it saved, yeah?
Yep, I saved it.
I'm gonna exit, relaunch, and then
Okay.
you're gonna host, and then we have to connect in the correct order. So I need to connect to the lobby first, and then the other guy needs to join, because then it's like the order of the companies, because otherwise the companies sort of can get muddled up.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes, so it
Yep.
sometimes it works, sometimes it kind of gives you the wrong company.
Yay, wrong company.
I've got $1 million.
Oh dear. Oh, where did I get all this money from? Quick, let's do some routes. Let's waste all this money.
8.
Map modes
one.
and each day. Press escape now works again. Yay, the press escape now works again.
Okay, game is showing.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I got 54 transport. You're free, ready to connect.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
okay.
And then ready. And then it all works perfectly, because this is just 100% bug-free game.
The screen may go black for a minute or two. No, instantly.
Waiting for player to
Right.
connect, so I'm in, he's in.
And I can actually see it's the 1st of the 1st, 2057.
Hey!
Uh-oh, I completely crashed.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
no.
We got a really bad Unity error. Interstar Transport has encountered an error and must close a crash report named crash. It generated these files, should be sent to MT Worlds for an analysis. Would you like to open this folder now? Uh-oh.
Would you like to analyze your crash?
We paused it. Yeah, we paused right now.
Yeah, pause it.
Did I actually make any money on those? Oh, yes, I did. Good. Right.
I don't know, but I'm all of a sudden 15,000 in debt.
Oh,
This
somebody
is
opened up.
really helpful crash that literally tells me nothing.
Wonderful. Glad we could help.
Oh, memory read exception. I think I just read a piece of memory that was wrong.
Ah.
I don't like it when it doesn't read packets. Read more packets. Read them. Go. Read. Stop going on zero.
You can see when you crash, it doesn't even give any kind of ping time. So that's one way to determine somebody's actually been kicked by. If you miss it in the message log down below.
Do.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, well, yours worked. Why didn't mine do that?
And that, by the way, when you joined, it automatically unpaused when you joined too.
See, that worked. It was probably because you didn't leave correctly the first time, like you were still stuck in, sort of thing. There you go, works now.
Right,
How do you
ship menu.
do it loud?
It's done it. Look, it's done it. There you go. You can look at mine and see this ship menu. It's brilliant. It's got nothing in it.
It doesn't seem to be mine. It doesn't seem to be mine. Sweet. Okay.
And the only person who it's not done it to.
Alright, why is this done it?
Hey, we actually got to show we got to show the major bug off now.
Yeah, like I said, first step is duplicating the bug. We just did it.
Yeah, this is exactly what happened last week. I seem
You loaded up on your other one. So it's on multiplayer load. It doesn't pull the ships. Alright, let me write that one down.
And if you want a copy of the save, I can send it to you when we're done. You need a copy of the save. Venus just
I can just take this now from my end.
Local authorities upgraded the raw resource mine on Venus.
Yay!
On a subset.
I know some games that used a lot of transportation things actually had limits on what you could build. But then that would mean you'd have to split your resources more strategically. Because the computer's still using
This has
them.
been a good bug testing session.
Oh, good.
Good. Hey, new starship.
Yeah. No, I've
Nice.
listed bugs to fix tomorrow.
The Doing 929, which I actually quite like.
Yeah,
someone bought the new ship. I
Yeah,
haven't actually really seen the new ship in game yet.
a new starship. I've not seen the, what is it, the whatever it's called, the 3. I don't know what it's called. I've forgotten what it's called. Totally forgot. But yeah, upgrading becomes a pain later if a crash like that happens. I call it a crash because I was 2 months behind. There or thereabouts. Month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah, month and 5 weeks is what it was. 25th to the 1st.
I'm on the 14th of November right now.
Yours. Oh yeah, you're behind again. 12/14 to 2/16, 2 months behind.
Wow. It was going oh so well. I think it's. I'm blaming the computer.
Okay, wait a second. What you the stream is 30 seconds behind at least. So what's your date?
21 no, February.
Okay, no, we're late. We're the same.
Right, good.
Yeah, I forgot your stream. I'm looking at your stream, but the stream is 30 seconds plus behind. So
yeah. But it only says 5 seconds. Ignore OBS on that one. That's the delay.
Yeah, that's the stream delay, not the actual.
Yeah. Things are moving very slowly.
No longer a production increase in food on Earth.
Hey? What? What? Oh.
Now, last time we had that, it was a increase in normal on the same day. It was like 229 increase in food, 229 back to normal.
That was funny, that was. Keep that one in, because it was obviously for a few hours they overproduced food.
Actually, it was
Are you
just
seeing the floating ships that are like above the normal plane? They're like up above the sun.
Let's see, turn my ships back on.
That's not like, no. I did have it last week though. The floating ones. It's not actually floating on mine right now.
Yeah. I think
So-
they're meant to be like on a planet, but then they're kind of not.
I think I've had that.
Like
that
they're
one
meant to be
before.
on a planet, but then hidden. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Airlock failure. How'd they get 400,000 people in an airlock?
What was? Oh right. It just come up on mine, and it 400,000 in an airlock. What the hell's all that about?
It was a hangar airlock. Wait, how'd they get 100,000 people in a hangar?
The
no,
big ships.
it was like the airlock failed, so it was like they weren't in the airlock, but like the both stages of the airlock failed. So then like
Yeah, both stages,
it completely decompressed like one apartment.
The quarter of the station.
Yeah. There was in one of the translations, apparently the Japanese translation of like it's like a fertilizer incident was like the fertilizer is in fertility.
I love translating.
Yeah, use Google Translator. That's even more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically that's what we to fill out the spreadsheet. It was just Google Translate everything and then let people go and pick translations.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some of the translations are awesome to like what Google does.
I'll watch somebody on YouTube who sings like Disney songs and real songs, translated from Google many times. It is funny. It's like Frozen was on there, and oh my god, was I pissing myself? Seriously, I'll have to see if I can pull that up. The songs, or at least one of them. It's come to a near enough standstill. I can actually zoom all the way in there.
Mine seems to have fixed itself okay. Apart like no ships in the ship screen, but
Yeah.
but I haven't been able to open my ship screen in a while anyway because it was like just insane lag. Anytime I opened it, it was just trying to crash my client.
See, now everything's restarted. I've got absolute smoothness back. You know, it's
All these ships are moving really smoothly.
yeah.
How are we doing? Yeah.
Could have been a minor memory leak,
Yeah.
causing some catch-up memory read-write, because there's a lot of...
There's a lot of data, but we don't handle any of the... We're lucky enough we don't have to handle any of the memory. It's all done by Unity.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Unity could definitely have some stuff, like the amount of data we're trying to save in this. Like,
We've-
like if you've got 8 gigs, you're gonna struggle to play this game on like late game. It's just too much.
Yeah, I've got I'm down to 20. I burned out a memory stick, so I've got 24 gig right now.
I'm after another 8 gig at some point. At some point. I do have another 2 gig stick somewhere, but I'm not using that. I'd upgrade from 8 to 10. Whoa, big upgrade! Get those 2 gig sticks, get in. Right,
why are you popped out to the menu?
oh,
You, at least on your. No, that's mine. What the heck's going on? Refresh my screen.
oh, you
I
broke
must have
it.
been watching a video instead of watching my live stream after. There we go.
We just turned that off as well, so it doesn't look like I'm showing random people at the bottom of my screen.
Luna has no resources to give anymore.
Oh,
Ours
Luna.
has
Thank you.
not that much machinery. Which is Venus.
Right.
Venus
Oh, God.
has still not that much raw resources. Even though it's producing 42, pretty good. Oh, I have a decent chunk of cash.
Darn.
Still negative.
I've just been sitting here and oh, there goes all my cash.
I'm trying to increase Luna's.
I'm just gonna here.
Oh, there's a police ship.
Have you seen a space pirate ship yet?
No.
The like the animation for them getting attacked is pretty sweet. If you get a chance to see it.
I'll have to do another single player at some point.
Yeah, like a random start and like, can you demolish the demolish the security station as well? It's like you're guaranteed to just get pirate epidemic.
Pirate epidemic. Sounds like Theme Hospital. Theme Space Hospital. The new disease is the epidemics pirates. What? Oh dear. Oh, thank. What? We've already been. You've already been to Europa once. Oh, it's nearly full. Yay. Happy. Where are you going? Oh, you're from Luna. Alright, I'll let you off. See, I'm on the 12th of the 6th. I don't know if that's right, but... Alright, so we've got new ships.
Oh, yeah, I'm on the 14th, the 6th, so yeah.
Right, okay,
Yeah, we're.
Right, just 2057, yeah, see me here at least.
No, I'm 2050. 2050 May. Don't say that, you'll probably be like, what? Oh, good God. Yeah, we're all just thinking, what can we do? Because we've got that many computers that are just kind of, or AIs, whatever you want to call them, just kind of floating around. Computer AIs. AI is a computer. Now, we've got a... who's broken down? Somebody's broken down. Oh, it's an AI. It's about 300 miles away. On Mars. I still can't believe it took me this long to realise that there were space helmets. I really thought, like, where the neck piece is, I really thought that's what the camera part was. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. You've got a camera hole. And then today finding that out, I was like, hey, it's even better now. I could see the face and everything. Brilliant. Mars has got stupidly far away right now. It's all the way over there. How is Europa doing right now? Europa is got nice. Ever since I took my people there, it's nicely populated. You've got. Where's that ship? Where are you, oh Mr. Ship? You're around here somewhere. Because I can't look on my ship menu.
I've retaken the lead.
And I'm sinking without a trace.
Oh dear.
Evidently they're about to just spend away money again. Just sink like a plug.
Why are you carrying...
For some reason, I'm losing money, and I haven't...
I don't remember telling... Oh, yes, now I remember. I was helping Europa out, and for some reason they're going back there empty. Why? I never told... I thought I was taking loads of people over there. Yeah, because that's the Mars. So why has it copied the Mars? It hasn't. Ah, there's another little visual bug.
What's it doing?
Right, it's apparently saying that it's carrying 0.32, I'll say food because that'll make it easier, and 0.33 liquids. But if you click on it, it's got 33 passengers, which has been shifted upwards, 10 business class and 10 first class. But all the text is...
Click on it. I'm sure we're watching the stream. Let's see it. No, that's not good.
Yeah.
That looks interesting. Where's your... It's probably one of these ones I can work out. Yeah.
Well, there you can see both of them now. On the screen you see both. Or you should do. Just quite a bizarre one, that. I was like, I'm sure that one was carrying passengers. Clicked on it, it's carrying passengers, but it doesn't show it on the
Let's
visual.
get like a simple one, so that's just... Now, how can that be carrying... How can a Neptune rocket be carrying 33? It has to be.
I think I've kind of worked out what it's doing wrong. I'll click on, I'll go over to that one and just highlight that, this S500. Then I'll go back down to mine, and it's copied from that S500 to that visually. But if you click on it, it's actually showing the right amount that's in it.
That's just weird.
Yeah. So it's copying the information from something that you scroll over and then go back onto it. It's copied it onto it. But if you've got the window open on it, it's showing what it should be.
Not right at all.
Oh well. It's an interesting one. Don't know what type of bug that one is. But it's done it to all my ships. Unless they're the ships that were... Oh, no, wait a minute, that's now completely different.
Mars needs upgraded. Mars has done the ship haul again.
Oh.
And it's just instantly used up all the kits.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Oh my god.
No, it was just using up all the kits and everything.
I was about to buy one, you nicked them all. Oh well, not a problem.
Welcome there, Q.
Oh, it's from Star Trek, isn't it? Q.
It's just the short term of his name. No, it's still negative cash.
I have some cash. Do you need some cash?
Yeah.
I
Total
have some cash. I have some cash
profit
too.
for the
So.
last year is negative 32. Total profit for the last 2 years minus 91. So I'm I'm improving a little bit, but I can't get beyond about a minus 20,000.
Wow, operating profit.
Close down one more Earth gate for now. Okay, I only have 3 gates. Close one down.
Why am I making so little profit? That is bad.
I'm gonna have to fix the AI not upgrading the spaceport. So it really should.
Oh, I've gone all. Stutter. I've gone all stuttery again.
What's your date?
10/9/57.
Yeah, you're a week behind then. You're starting to lose.
No. No, quick, let's carry on. Let's go 6 months. Let's see. Strange that, having that stutter. So when it stutters, you know you're going to...
Titan.
Titan. Oh, I like Titan. Give me Titan. Give me Titan.
is so nice.
Good. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Damn. Oh, I can't do anything.
I can't do anything. I ain't got no money.
Shall I make a comment here? A very clever one.
Go for it.
Since I'm having a jerking session, that sounds so wrong. Oh my god! Since I'll best not say that one as well because that sounds so wrong. Oh, what's the wording? Come on, wording without thinking. Right. Why has Saturn got no planets? Oh, it's doing this shenanigans again. Right, before
It just you. I think you're. I just see you in looking in Mars for some reason.
No, it's done this again. I know exactly. It did this last week. I can't click on any planets, and I can only click on ships. That was what happened last week as well. I'm not in Mars, believe me.
Yep. Again, what's your date? How far behind are you now?
2099.
Planet probably isn't where you're clicking. It's probably 2 weeks down the road.
No, we worked this out last week, didn't we? I could click on a ship and minimise it, but I'm still theoretically clicked in on that ship. I think. Yeah.
Can you right click and go back to Galaxy? Like, does it do anything?
No, can't even right click to go back to Galaxy. Yay!
Can you press escape?
Can I press escape? I could press escape. Escape works.
Can you then see the star and click back into the star?
Nope. I think this was the reload issue we had last time, to be honest. I think I clicked on a ship and then it was like, or no, you said I'm still stuck in Mars. But
Yeah, for me, your two heads haven't moved. Like for me, your two heads are just completely frozen still.
What date are you on?
I'm on 1/11/57.
We're synced. It's just him. He's
Yeah.
what 2
I'm
behind?
now a month behind.
Yeah, month.
you're-
Yeah, you're losing.
But none of your heads are moving for me.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, we've made some progress today. We've killed the game. We've been. Bye everybody. I'm off.
Yeah, I think if we look at the charts, I think we can categorically say that I've won.
I'll let you off. I'll let you off. I'll let you have that one because
Yeah, those rockets to with were
Yep.
You were losing up until that point.
But
and
if you like look at it,
all
and
three
then I
of
went
us.
all the way down again, and then I went, I changed the rockets to just use conventional ships and steal this flying machinery. And I
Right.
got there again.
I'm just going to press the leave button because since I'm stuck and I can't click on anything, I can't do anything.
Still in negative, but my negative is lower now.
I'm in
Negative balance.
positive. I came second. Yay! Are you sure you came first? Are you sure the computer didn't beat you? Ah. Ha ha ha. Did that Esther beat you?
Did you come second? No, I came first. I came
Oh.
first with 2,111,000. Esther came second with 1,800,000, and you came third with 1,500,000.
I'm like,
Yay! I couldn't
because
You're-
since we rehosted, I've done nothing but lose money. I came in second to last.
But I'm going to say I'm going to stop streaming here because it only makes sense now. I'm going to say thank you to everybody who's popped in, popped out, and Spoderman who's popped in and lurked, and Fade who's lurked. And this is going up on YouTube. I think it'll be up on Tuesday, I want to say. Tuesday or Wednesday. So thank you everybody, and thank you very much to Whiskers, who's very kindly taken a bit of time for us and written some books down.
Not a problem.
Yep.
And,
Give me an excuse to actually play ITC for a bit.
yeah,
And-
I don't know if it's still, but we're here doing something just about every Sunday. So if you ever have a feeling, maybe after a patch or two, you want to take a look and see how it's going, we're going to be here.
hmm
More than welcome to join. Just send a request to either one of us, find out what we're doing, and
Yep.
definitely enjoying the game.
Oh yes, definitely, and I'm sure people who watch it. I mean, Spoderman bought it as soon as he saw us playing it.
Yeah.
That's how much he was enjoying it. So, but yeah, I'm going to stop streaming here. But thank you everybody so much for joining in, and I'll see you
Go ahead and
next
stop
week.
streaming as well.
Yeah, and we'll see you next Sunday, depending on how we're feeling.
Yep.